was standing outside waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby, playing it through. I was calling out your name with my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me. You were running from it all. You got me waiting, I'm on fire. You got me waiting, my desire. Keep on moving to the purpose now, to the ending of the ocean. Keep on moving to the purpose now, to the ending of the ocean. You've been playing my mind lately, turn it around. Once I thought you were mine, baby, we're safe and sound. You got me waiting, I'm on fire. You got me waiting, my desire. I follow your heartbeat. Keep on moving to the purpose now, to the ending.
Welcome to VAPESTEW on the Sherlock Hohms channel. And before we get too far into this, I want to check audio levels. I see they're a little high, but I just want to make sure everything's working out. We got no echo, things like that. It's been a while since I've done this. So let us know in chat if there's any kind of issues, and I'm just going to kind of plow ahead. Panelists, give me a heads up if anybody says there's any kind of issues. But everything looks good on my end. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Sherlock Hohms. You're on the Sherlock Hohms channel. VAPESTEW is normally on the Tenacious
TX Vapes channel.
TX Vapes channel. And Stan is not here tonight, so we're going to be taking it over. We have Vapor Swaggins, Daily Vape TV, and Mr. Just Right 1 as panelists, and they're going to introduce themselves in just a minute. And haven't been around a lot lately, but hopefully that'll change soon. I'll do a separate updates video about that. But for tonight, we're just going to do VAPESTEW over here. Any other Friday night, you can check it out on Stan's channel, Tenacious TX Vapes. But with that being said, I'm going to go through and not do some shout outs. We're going to go right into introductions and what everybody's vaping. So with that being said, Mr. Swaggins, why don't you start us off? What you're drinking, what you're vaping, what you're doing.
Okay, hey, what's going on? Vapor Swaggins. Vapor _, Swaggins, I guess, over on Instagram. I am the official hashtag alternate, and tonight I was needed. So I've been bumped up from AAA to the big leagues. As per usual, when someone fucks.
Real quick, I'm so sorry. So any live stream on my channel, thank you Life Buck for that super chat. Any super chats on my channel will go directly to DAV, Disabled American Veterans, amazing charity and foundation that is absolutely outstanding. I actually have a video that is going through the corporate approval process with the DAV, but that should be out pretty soon. It's my vlog of me going there with Hometown Hero to drop off a big donation check. And fun fact, really cool thing, every dollar that they receive, they turn into $40 in direct benefits for veterans. And the work they do is absolutely fantastic. But long story short, any super chats from the evening will go to DAV. So thank you in advance for your support. Mr. Swaggins, I'm very sorry for interrupting. Please go ahead.
No, that's important shit. I'm glad that you took the time.
Not as sorry as you're going to be if you do it again.
All right. Well, hey, since everybody's interrupting me, the next person that interrupts me gets to go. Anyone? All right. So, Vapor Swaggins here with Stanley, the pug. He's hanging out. What am I vaping on? Tonight, I'm vaping on the Plug Squonk. I just got this in, and it's fantastic. Solid silver internals with the Citadel RDA on top. And inside of that, I have legit apple cream custard because I love this stuff. I love it so much. I'm almost out of it. Next, I'm vaping on the Mirage with the Hattie on top. And inside of that, I am rocking a new juice. I just got this in today. It's Psycho Unicorn. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. And I'm vaping on the SL class with the Titanium OG Goon on top of that. And inside of that, it's I think Matthew Carruthers Aliens. So big shout out to Matt Carruthers. Your aliens are fucking bomb, dude. And inside of that, I have BAM's Birthday Cannoli, which once again, I'm not sure how I feel about this, and not in a good way. So I'm not going to talk about it any more than that. And the Infinix and like 15 other pod systems. So I'll save you from that. I'm drinking some sort of an ale or an IPA. I don't fucking know. It's delicious. And some bourbon because
Why not?
yeah, exactly. Cheers. Cheers to Stan. We hope that you are well at skydiving class. Cheers.
Ching.
Who you passing
Cheers
it off to?
I'm going to pass it off to you, Nick.
Right on. Well, I guess the first one I could show off is this Joytech surfboard, aka the Runabout. It's called the Runabout. I really do like the inlay. I'm not going to lie. Definitely a fan of that inlay. It's pretty fancy. It's pretty neat. The button feels a little bit like springy, which isn't bad. And the body is like all metal, which is kind of nice. I could probably kill someone with this thing, though. I mean, yeah. In there, I've got some Salt Bay green apple ice or iced green apple. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. That's why I like the Salt Bay line, because it's all pretty self-explanatory. This is 25 milligram Nick Salt there. Next one I've got up is the Zigelli Skycar mod with the Falcon tank on top of there. Mod, not so crazy about because of this stupid little dial. I can't stand it. I do like the lights on this. Actually, I feel like this is probably the most practical application of LEDs on a box mod. I don't know. I'm a fan, but hey. And in there, I've got some lemon berry from good old Transistor e-liquid. Lemon berry, you guys know all about that stuff, so I'm going to shut up about it. And last but not least, a ba-boom, the water cooler setup. Yeah.
Exactly
Literally
what it
almost
looks like.
empty, man. You get another bottle to pour into that?
I emptied a 30 mil into this thing in a day, and this was about halfway up, a couple hours ago. This thing drinks juice. It absolutely chucks clouds. But look at that, 8.4 volts at a 0.65 at 109 watts.
That's a fucking hell of a setup, dude. That's a desk setup right there.
Dual 16 wrap, 24 gauge, nichrome 80, 4 millimeter coils.
Whew. Damn.
Yeah. This thing is killer. And in here, the bottle's empty, so I don't even have it anymore. It's some, what is it, fruit twist, something like that, from Vape Goons. And the flavor is called O'Haro. That's really what it's called, and it's a lychee flavor, and it's delicious. So today I'm drinking some ciders. I've got this one here. This is Zombie Killer. It's a cider infused with honey and cherry. And I love the artwork on it.
That sounds
you gotta,
tasty.
You got to love that. It's so nice. Oh my God. It's so just the right amount of like tartness and refreshing and that sweetness from the cherry. And it's really good. If you can find this stuff, then give it a try. And then after that, we've got some of this stuff here. This is Artifact cider. This is a New England style craft cider. And I'm not sure where these guys are from. Everett, Massachusetts. These guys are from Everett, Massachusetts. So fairly local. And
what was the name of that?
Which one?
That last one.
The Feels Like Home from Artifact.
Uncle sneaks in late at night.
I wouldn't know about that, Joel. Why don't you tell us? Because you're up next.
Shit. Damn it. Have a little sip first. What's up, everybody? Thank you, everybody, for joining us here tonight. Thank you, Sherlock, for allowing us to air and stream on your channel, brother. It is greatly appreciated, man.
Of course.
I know it was last minute change. We did have plans that has been rescheduled. We will make that show happen again for everybody who was expecting that show. It will happen. Tonight I'm vaping lightweight, man. I got the Pulse X with the recurve sitting up top. I got that TVL Revenant Delta Squonk, the little push to Squonk button. And I have the top side with the Profile X RDA up top. It's a lightweight night for me, and inside of all of those, I left it out. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I left it in the damn kitchen. I had to go get it. I'm not telling you what I got. I'll bring it back later and show you. How about that? Bam. Take it away, Mr. Sherlock Hohms.
So you're on a squonk kick, huh, Joel?
Dude, I have been in a squonk frenzy as of lately, man. It's just convenient for me. It works. Riding down the highway, man, just having it there.
Especially some of these, like the top side and the push to squonk. I mean, damn, like it doesn't get it much easier than that. Like
the push to squonk is a tricky thing, though. You can catch yourself over squonking real quick simply because you're pushing that thinking you're firing it. Like a detonator type switch. So you over squonk without in meaning to. But if you can get the hang of not pushing that to squonk or to fire, you'll be all right.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks again for being here, everybody. Thank you for the panelists for being here. Real simple setups. I have the Asmodus slash Ultroner EOS 2. Which every time I try to tag this thing, it like goes towards Canon because of their EOS series. But pretty awesome box, standard Asmodus chip inside, but it's just a sexy box. And I've got the Mesh Pro on here, another sub-ohm tank on the TAC 21, I believe, by Squid Industries. And this thing is an amazing mod and durable as fuck, which is fantastic for me because I went to a airsoft event a few weeks ago, and it was like all weekend, so I was running around for 2 days straight with this on me, and it was like in the dirt, just getting beat to shit, and it was a great choice to bring with me because it's still just as great as the day I opened it. Both of the on the Falcon tank on top, and both of these I have crispy treats in them. I also have the Mach 1 with the TM24 with the Eclipse cap. So there's my little squonk setup. And I got a pod system. I got a couple, but I'm really liking this iJoy. I have no idea what the fuck this thing's called. Maybe one of you guys can tell me. The one that takes different...
Diamond Bay or Diamond VPC?
Yeah, whatever. But I haven't figured out how, but it's supposed to take other pod systems. Is that true?
There's a couple that can fit in that little adapter. Comes with that little rubber adapter thing.
Oh, see, I need to find that then, because
yeah,
I was like sticking them in here like this isn't gonna work. And you know what? This is giving me issues. It'll say no atomizer quite often.
Oh yeah, I got the same exact thing.
So I have to like unscrew it and then like jack it back on.
Push it against your teeth when you're vaping on it. It's really annoying.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, see, I don't want to have to do that. But see, now it's okay. Yeah, so that's that. And we have nothing planned at all tonight. So welcome to the shit show. And yeah, what do you guys think? You guys have any topics? You guys want to talk about anything in particular?
Let's run through some shout outs real quick because
all right, go ahead, Nikki.
There's some mentions here. I'm just going to do it in chat because obviously things are just a little awry tonight, and I just noticed that we could see the chat bar on your screen. So whenever we message each other in Zoom chat, you can see it. But besides that,
I can fix that.
We have, well, while you do that, I'll just run through and shout some people out here. Well, I guess we should start off with Mike Vapes. Mike Vapes is checking us out right now.
Who's that?
We've got, that guy. He made a couple of RDAs.
I think that guy.
That one that's called like the Rebirth that just came out. Yeah. We've got Bob Shorkey, Clouds of Mass Destruction, Jacoby Vapes, Philly Vape 215, Dermont Dillon, Chris Lopez, Dashnit, James McDonough, Shroom Stamp 74, love that username. We've got Mowgli Vapes, Hobag, we got the Wrenches, Mika DIY Hicks, and Danny Castle, Michelle Lynn Dime Mods, of course, Mr. Just Right One, checking out. Ashley Brown, we got Fogging Out with the Batman checking us out tonight. We've got Oh My Atlanta, Vaping Mechanic. Who else we got? Thug Life OG, Josh Chiato. We got just V. Ashley Brown, Straight Bays, Chris Lopez, Shane Perk, Jack Russell, Juan Castillo, Dermont Dillon, I already said, and Woodtick Mike. I'm just going to end it right there. And thank you guys for checking us out tonight. I know it's a little bit unorthodox, but thank you so much for hanging out. What's up, Frames Janklin Vapor and Not So Scrawny Connie? Framed Francisco Estrada. All right, I'm done. Walking away. All right.
Lots of people in chat. Thanks everybody for watching. Yes. Really appreciate you guys being here. I know it's kind of confusing with the crossover, but we'll wing it. Hopefully we'll do Stanley proud.
So I have something to talk about that I'm sure Joel has a lot to say about this. So Joel, what's going on with your boy Twisted 420 and someone named $5 Chuck?
I don't know. I need context. I have no idea what
context
this is.
to this. Anybody want to break down the context for him, and then I'll go in on my thoughts and opinions and views on the matter.
So I got an email from $5 Chuck about doing this promotion that they wanted me to do, and I just didn't respond to him. But basically, he wanted them to like mix and match flavors and stuff like that, and basically be like, a promoter for his juice line. And I don't do juice reviews anymore, so that's really not my thing. But yeah, apparently this company called $5 Chuck is all about like mixing and matching their flavors.
Sounds really high end.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, it's like, dirt cheap American-made e-liquid. That's what they're going for. So I guess
American-made e-liquid now, huh?
Well, yeah, that's what we're going for. But I guess Mr. Richard there decided he went a little bit rogue and kind of trashed him, I guess, a little bit. I mean, I didn't really
mean? Explain. Give the details.
From what I heard from the one side of the story that I heard, he just didn't do the review justice, and he just did like a flavor comparison stuff, and he didn't really go through with all of the terms of their agreement, whatnot. So he Mr. Chuck, $5 Chuck over there, wasn't too happy about it and came out and just basically called him out on his Facebook page, as well as I can't believe I'm saying this, but he composed an entire rap battle, and he challenged him to a rap battle via the internet. So that's pretty much as far as I got with the story. And please, Joel, shed some light on this for me, man.
What I say is strictly my views, my opinions, my thoughts on the matter. If you got a problem with what I say, please don't go talk to Richard about it.
Yeah,
inbox me and we can talk about it. Yeah. It's not, oh, Joel said this about Richard. No, Richard is a friend of mine, a damn good dude. He's more than just a friend. He's like a brother to me. So I will say this. From my understanding, the guy, everything Nick said is correct. Maybe there was some miscommunication between the two, and the guy thinking that when you pay to have a review done, that you're automatically guaranteed a good review. Twisted went through and tasted the juices. He gave his honest opinion of the juices. He said which ones he liked. and which ones he disliked, and he rated them accordingly. To me, I think this $5 Chuck dude is not stupid, so you can't play him for stupid because he's doing something very smart. He took a negative situation that was not playing to his favor and how he wanted, or maybe he's just really genius and mastermind all this, knowing that the shit was going to be garbage juice, playing off his name, and then releasing that little music rap, if you want to call it a rap, then so be it. You know, like that's. It's
I'm
hard
gonna try to find it so we can play it. Where do I find it?
I was tagged in it, and I was like, "Dude, you just tell me when to go, and I'll body his ass so quick. He'll be fine for a name change, like quickly, you know, like." But Richard's like, "Dude, don't even bother, bro." Like he said, "Man," he said, "You know, it would be nothing for me to get on there and say something." He said, "But why do that, Joel?" He said, "It doesn't make sense."
But if you think about it, it's genius what he did, because now we're talking about it on this live show right now with almost 200 people watching us, and now people are probably going to go after that and search for it.
We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it together.
420 really thought you were
with audio.
With audio.
Oh boy!
I don't know if I can get this to work, but
Can I do the 5 back right after it gets through playing the audio? Or do you
absolutely.
Make sure you hit that record button on there.
All right. All right.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Let me know if we got audio. Ready?
Vaping with Twisted 420, really thought you a neighbor, but now I know the real you're just a hater. You finished Sir Twisted, I'm the curator. Get the hell out of here before I become your dictator. I told you the point, but you missed it by mine, so I wrote up this joint to let you know that you vibe. Looking for a fresh take, I know it's been a while, but like a mullet, I'm sure you come back in style. Maybe you won't, you're already older now. Wait up, this dad's just a vapor, only look good on paper.
Does that see these closed captions so we can maybe see what it is?
Yeah, so you can still hear our faces. We're frozen on the screen right now to the people, but they can hear it.
Okay, the audio is good.
Why are you so wrong?
Absolutely.
I know you're not the best, but this is all we get, a bag of worthlessness. What else did you forget to address? Oh yes, the flavor created too. Nonetheless, dude, quit your faking.
I didn't realize we were at the point where we make we drop bars to diss people.
420's a joke. Time to duck, punt to catch the best smoke.
All right, so you guys get the idea.
Yeah, you gotta go find it though. It's entertaining. Joel, please, if you would be so kind, if you want to spit back at it, I don't know what you want to do here, but
I can drop a beat.
Well, I wasn't gonna do much, but you know what? I got $20, and I can buy 4 or $5 chucks. So on that note, he can take that, or he can take this $2 and get fucked.
Sounds like $5 chumps, a $2 chump.
right?
Man, so the guy's smart. I'm gonna give it to him. His packaging is cool. His little gimmick is cool. But man, you can't if
This
people
didn't
go
really
spend
blow
$5
up
on
either.
what's called a premium juice for $5 for 30 mils. In today's time, you get what you pay for. Very rarely you're going to find something like that unless it's a closeout clearance or somebody who's trying to beat taxes or labeling or something along them lines. The reality of it is, man, you get what you pay for. And I don't know how that business deal was worked out, how they did it, what prices he paid Richards and so forth. I don't know all that. You know, that's none of my damn business. I don't worry about how another man gets what's on his plate. I want to know how the hell I can get it on mine. And so be it for Chuck. You know what I mean? If he was that passionate about it and that serious about it, maybe he should save some of the money he's using to get this done and reformulate his juice line and put something of quality out there so the product will sell itself and don't have to have somebody else sell it for him.
Dude, juice is tough. Juice is tough. It's subjective. Like, the food I like, you may hate. Some people eat seafood.
Real quick, Kenny,
some
we're getting
people
some
don't.
echo. We're getting some echo, I guess. So check your OBS settings real quick for me, if you would.
Yes.
Well, while he's doing that, let's. Why don't you sing us a song, Nick? You're the piano man. Sing us a
All
song.
right,
for
so
real.
juice is subjective, right? And I don't know. I mean, props to Chuck for like trying to turn this to something like where, you know, there's no such thing as bad press kind of thing. But the views on his video are only like 120, so far. But I mean, we're here we are talking about it, promoting it, so I'm sure those views are going to go up a little bit. Is this like a thing? Like, is this a big thing people are talking about? Like,
no, it was something that brought up. It's a commercial for the guy. The guy wants to sell juice. And, like I said, respect to him for getting it. Get it how you get it. You know what I mean?
I just thought it was interesting.
It is very interesting. I called Richard on it. I mean, as soon as I seen the tag on it, we gave him a late night call and we chit chatted. He laughed because he knew what the fuck I was calling about. He's like, dude, are you really calling me about that bullshit? I was like, dude, you know, when I'm a firm believer, man, if we're good friends and we're people that I vouch for your word and you vouch for mine, man, to have somebody badmouth you or just, you know, kind of drag your name through the mud, that's something that doesn't sit well with me. You know, you're a grown man, you can fight your own battles, do what you want to do, but you know, I can speak my piece.
He does diss Richard like in the actual song too. Like he's like comparing him to other reviewers and shit. And I don't know.
Here's the deal. I love Richard because he's not like other reviewers. Because Twisted Messes, the reason why I've been subbed to him for the last 3.5 years. Since like the beginning, man, since like Rip Trippers, Twisted Messes, like, and I never like when you didn't have 20. What's that? What Twisted Messes?
You said Twisted Messes.
Well, you know,
yeah, I get it.
Official sponsor. Thank you, Kent. Hat, $20 on your site. It was really great. Thank you. So, anyways, yeah, Twisted 419. Honestly, like him, Rip Trippers, like when you didn't have a choice who you watched, and it's great to see that he's kept his unique style. He's kept keeping it, you know, the way he wants to keep it as his hobbies and stuff like that. I've tried the Budget Ballers juice, and honestly, I didn't like any of it. But the reason why I tried it was because it's cheap. And honestly, if you find juice that you like that's $5, fuck yeah, dude. Honestly, fuck all these other juices. Fuck, like the M Turk juice is $45 for 120 mil. That's ridiculous. If that juice was a $5 juice, I'd buy that shit all day, and I'd fucking tell everybody about it.
I know what thing. I feel like Chuck is kind of banking on volume, especially if he's putting the budget down for Richard. And so my opinion with Twisted 420, from my limited interaction with him, is that if you do any kind of promotion with him, it's under the understanding that you're just purchasing a review for his channel. Like, you're not purchasing a good review or like, you're gonna get his opinion. Like, there's integrity involved there. And I think Chuck's whole thing with I think he may have been misunderstood, because there are reviewers that when you put up money to get on their channels, you're straight buying a good opinion. And I think there may have been some miscommunication, and selling $5 juice, you have to be going for volume, because that's wholesale pricing. Like, you have to be chasing, because you can't make money any other way. And I think he was just a little upset that he didn't get what he wanted out of Richard. Sounds like miscommunication to me.
I have an idea. I'm gonna get around the FDA regulations by coming out with an e-liquid line that's just flavor shots, and it's gonna be called "Mix This with Walmart VG." That's it. Just a little flavor shot, and you got to mix it in with that Walmart VG that everyone asks about.
$1 a bottle.
In Juice Junkies. I'm going to call it $1 Chuck. But I'm not going to start rapping. So sorry, Swags.
Oh, my bad, dude. Well, hey, if you ever decide to change your mind, you know my number.
Gotcha.
I want to hear these beats that you can throw down.
Right.
Sounds something like this right here. It goes like.
Oh, sweet. It's like that kind of like the Hawaiian tribal, stomp. Shit.
A little squeaking in there. I can't do the squeaking very well because there ain't no springs around, but something along them lines.
Right on. So, I mean, that's just a little,
It's a good topic. And like I said, I'm agreeing. I think there's some miscommunication there. I do like the fact, but the guy, Richard did say there was some good juice in there. If you go back and watch Richard's video, he did say the apple was pretty legit. Like, he actually enjoyed the apple. And you
it is what it is.
For more than that.
Yeah, I highly doubt it was a hit piece or anything like that. I feel like Chuck just didn't know what he was getting himself into.
He didn't know what he was paying for, apparently.
So, one thing I do while we're early in the show, one thing I want to kind of press upon anybody who's watching, primaries are coming up very, very soon. Tuesday is generally, depending on where you're at, most likely the day to vote. So, November 6th, go vote. If you're able to and you have the right and you've earned the right to vote, fucking exercise your right. And if you don't, then you fucking lose your right to complain about anything.
Absolutely.
Political.
You cannot vote, but don't fucking have an opinion then.
Right. And these primaries are probably the most important elections in 2 generations. And it's not just like voting for candidates. There's a lot of propositions on ballots all across the country. And some of those are vapor related. So there are some really great resources for information. Like I think vote411.com is a great resource. Find out who's running, where to vote, things like that. Just make sure you go and exercise your right. It's one of the most pivotal parts of our democracy, and standing on the sidelines is not going to cut it. So do your part. Go out and vote November 6th. It's Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Tuesday, I think.
Early voting
November
has
6th.
been underway in the great state of Texas. I exercise my right to vote early. I've done so already, and I'm agreeing with Kenny. Man, if you want change, this goes back to saying, I'm going to say it again. I was told this a long time ago. Change isn't given, it is made. And that goes for monetary, state of mind, or just well-being in general. Like, it's not, nobody's going to give you money. You got to get off your ass and go make it. Nobody's going to be able to change your mind. You got to be willing to make up your mind to be changed. And if you want to change in a political party, you got to get out there, cast your vote to get that change put out there.
Another important factor is the Attorney General. Attorney General is a very crucial role in what we're doing because they can actually make laws pretty much out of nowhere. They don't have to go through all these different panels and organizations and all that in order to get their stuff passed. So pay attention to who's getting voted in for your Attorney General wherever you are, and make sure your views align with theirs and vice versa. So,
yep. I don't care who you vote for, just go vote.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We ran into a bunch of stuff in Massachusetts with the Attorney General. Just
I've
basically
heard all about it.
Just putting it out there like, oh, by the way, we're gonna do this, and this. And they had like basically one like kind of open forum meeting where we sat down with a couple of the office staffers, and they basically just recorded the whole thing, our little testimonies, and luckily nothing that she proposed went through, but it could have easily went through. So you got to show some force there when you're dealing with attorney generals. And some people sometimes will run unopposed, so they don't even have any competition and they just automatically win.
Yeah, that's a very like the state attorneys general, which is actually the plural, is a very, very like powerful position that's exceptionally overlooked. In my opinion, it shouldn't be an elected position, but you know, hey. But yeah, just go exercise your right to vote. It's way more important than people. I hear all the time, oh, I don't like either candidate, or my vote won't matter. Some of these elections are coming down to like the hundreds of votes. So your vote very well could matter.
When people say that they don't like the candidate, you know what's funny about that is that politicians, you know, you want to vote on a politician's character. Politicians don't have character. Vote on their policies, okay? Vote on the party and the party's policies, because most of these politicians, they're going to stick to the party's politics because that's the only way they're going to get reelected. That's the only way they're going to get support. They have a team mentality. So vote based on, I hate to say it, vote based on party with regard to what the track record is for the policies that party pushes. Because honestly, politicians have no fucking character. They just tell you what you want to hear. The more charismatic of a liar you are, and the better you are at doing it, you know, the more likable you are. But vote on policy. It's a very
cynical look.
Well, you know what?
There are some who don't take money from PACs or special interests. And
I'll tell you what,
those are some of the most motivating factors of how they're going to vote is where their money comes from. I trust somebody who doesn't take any kind of big money over somebody who does, regardless of
Well, then
politics.
how can you can't trust any of them? I'll leave it at that. I'm not.
Party alignment. So the party
I
alignment.
have hope.
I'm not saying I don't have hope. I don't look. Don't get me that.
Don't trust
paint
any
me-
of them.
Don't paint
Don't
me with
trust
that
them.
brush.
Don't
paint me
trust
with that
them.
brush. Let's be honest. Facts don't care about your feelings. Thank you.
And
Who
on that
needs
note,
facts when you can make judgments based on feelings, right?
Yeah. Right. Well,
Yeah.
hey, it's working out for our society so far.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
So vaping, dude.
So-
honestly, I don't know how you guys feel about this. Like, actually, I kind of want to maybe pose this as a question or as a
Guns.
thought to the guns.
Oh, sorry, what?
To the panel. Like, I've been vaping for a long time. I've touched a lot of.
Whoa. Hey, we could talk about a lot of stuff.
You guys
but,
are killing
hey,
me right now. Honestly, why the fuck am I
Should
here?
I need to boot this guy.
after show.
All right. Here's the deal. You know, a lot of I've purchased a lot of vapes. I've vaped a lot of vapes, and you know, rarely have I gotten excited or reinvigorated in vaping. And like little single coil addies, like I think the game has gotten really oversaturated. But when you find the right thing for you, or like, you know, Grim Green said it when he got the Luna, and he was like, I finally get Squonking now because he put something on top of it, and he was like, all right, I get this. It makes sense. I finally got that with Squonking. I was going about it the wrong way. I was going about like single coil flavor addies the wrong way. I never would have considered myself a flavor chaser. I was kind of like a middle of the road guy. But like now that I've hit this, I'm super excited about vaping again. And my pockets are burning because of it. But like, I don't know, like, was there a moment recently or in the past where you guys could speak to where like shit got real again for you?
Luxotic. The Luxotic. I fucking love that little single semi-mechanical Tobino. I think that's the RDA that came with it. The RDA, a great little setup. I fucking love that thing, and I was like, wow, this is how Squonking's supposed to be. And that got me into Squonking.
I think for me is more or less the single coil, the reinvention of the single coil RDA. You know, that whole thing going full circle there, and the reinvention of the 22 millimeter RDA like this year was really great.
That's true. Oh man, you know what else? And it's not because Joel's here, but the profile. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Well, you speak of single coil, you know, and like the circle that's with that and coming back around. Man, right now, guys, with Squonking, my preferred method of vaping is to squonk. That is my preferred method. If you're going to ask me that you can only take one with you, I'm probably going to grab me a decent squonk mod and run with it. But right now, we're seeing innovation brought to the squonk game that has never been seen before. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was saying top side.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
The top side is a damn good where the hell is it? It's right here. The top side is a damn good representation of the innovation which we're seeing today. And this little Delta thing is another good little piece of innovation we're seeing. The auto squonker that, damn it, I can't remember who has that out. Yeah, that's really, really good. The adaptation of the replay and DNA chip and so forth, all solid things. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because when things get this good, that's an indication that they are at the end of their life cycle. Like,
damn, so dark.
That it's going to be it's going to come back again, but we're reaching that point where all this innovation's coming out. There's not going to be much they do with it after this.
Well, that's why you're seeing the reintroduction of 22 millimeter addies, and you're seeing so many different variations of it that like aren't really that much different. But I think in combination, you know, in part and parcel with the mods that are out and the technologies we have available to us now, that it's becoming like a new pairing. It's like just taking, you know, a letter out of the equation and adding something old back into that and spicing things up. You know, innovation, we're seeing a lot more of like, well, there are unique things that hit. There are unique things that don't hit, but it's good that those unique things come on the market because then somebody else is inspired by that, or like a Chinese company that, you know, you guys often talk about how Chinese companies don't want to take a risk. Well, but they see something come on the market and that kind of gives it that, you know, claim to fame or that gives it that kind of hype or traction so that you can come in and say, all right, let's take that and put it in this new product.
I think we have at least 6 months left of Squonking, if not a year.
I
Because
want
all the companies are going to emulate the top side. They're going to emulate the auto squonk and
that's the sad part. We talk about like he just said, copying of things. What these companies ought to do is not copy the top side. Don't copy the Delta and the auto squonking. Let those be the pinnacle for a little bit. Let that die down. Spend your money on engineers and research to develop the next greatest thing so that when it comes out again, that life cycle comes back, they can be the first to the punch and set the new standard then.
I didn't know you were such an idealist.
Say again?
I didn't know you were such an idealist. I mean, in a perfect world, that'd be great, but look at the industry, man. It's just like, that's not going to happen.
Well, no. You know who benefits from stuff like that? Not the copying of things, but the consumers are going to benefit from that. If the manufacturers say, hey, you know what? We're not going to go down that path.
But you know what? The other side of the coin there, if people are waiting like that and not flooding the market, that's going to put prices up.
That's a good thing.
Talk to the person who's making minimum wage.
I'm not saying always high price equals quality, but it gives it time for quality products to come out instead of just flooding the market with garbage.
You bring up a good point because let's be honest, in 2014,
I disagree though. Flooding the market with garbage, definitely not. When there's so many options out, you need to do something to stand out. And if you're putting out garbage, people aren't going to buy that garbage with so many other options out on the table.
The clone market was really like clones were awesome, in 2014. I have a clone K-Fun and a clone Hayes RDA.
I haven't seen a clone in fucking years.
We're going to say there are clones everywhere, but they're super cheap. I think and they're super cheap. They're cheap on both ends, price and manufacturing. But if you lessen, the amount of product coming out, what I'm saying is like if we were to go down this like what if kind of hypothetical, then you'd see an increase in, the quality of a clone because people would be like, let me put some time into cloning this object and making money on it, even though like if something's $80, if everything's $80, you can make a high quality clone and sell it for 60 and be undercutting the market.
Well, what we've seen in recent years is less innovation from America, more production moving to China, and then therefore prices just kind of shift downwards. So there's really no point to buy clones anymore. I hate to say this, but I mean, unless it's a clone of something that's just completely out of reach of most people, like something that costs over $100.
Dude, I buy clones for novelty now. I have 2 authentic El Thunders and I bought a clone.
But why?
Man,
because it was $20. Why the fuck?
Somebody said hit it while, you got to strike the iron while it's hot. I would not want to be in the shadow of this. I personally would not want to be in the shadow of this device.
You've got a different life view than 90% of others.
I would not want to be in the shadow of this device here.
You won't live in the shadow at all, though, Joe.
But here's the thing, right? So we're talking about clones, but think about it this way. So many companies are just ripping each other off. Sigelli. Enter Sigelli with the little middle rotary dial.
By iJoy.
Exactly. It's exactly like the iJoy. And then they had the Sobra kit, which was exactly like the whatever WPriv or whatever it's called from Smock or Smoke, depending on how you pronounce it. And it's Sigelli is not innovating whatsoever anymore. They used to.
Yeah.
They used to push
They used to
the
be
envelope.
like the best on the market a few years ago.
And in every single one of my Sigelli reviews, I just say, please, Sigelli, innovate, come up with new ideas. Don't just follow trends and don't just put a bunch of stuff that's popular into one thing and just smash it out onto the market.
Well, if it's marketable and they're going to make money.
Yeah, but
what's the bottom line?
Somebody needs to interject with them on a personal level. Some business consultants need to sit down with them and say, look, guys, yeah, we're striking and we're getting 100 pennies.
Do you guys know what? Do you guys know?
I'm offering my services.
But do you guys know what the cultural environment in China is like?
It's horrible.
It's communist.
Yeah, so like it used to be when you get done with college, right, you go into your job or whatever. But right now, because of the leaders of China's vision, right now, what they're saying, what they're essentially forcing these young people to do, when you get out of college, be an entrepreneur, like the United States, be an entrepreneur. And these people who would otherwise never get into entrepreneurial kind of endeavors, they're getting into entrepreneurship, and a lot of them are going to vaping because there's so much money and it's so easy, and that kind of like is just trickling out. And so for the family unit and for men in Chinese culture, it's very dishonorable to not succeed. So they have very little reason or motivation or culture or spiritual like impulsivity to kind of chase what's great and what's good and push the boundaries and take risks.
Well,
because so much is fucking on their backs. They
Sherlock,
take care of their whole family.
it's like what we were talking about before the show started. You know, and on top of that, there's so many other factors in there, like cogs in that machine. I get the general point. Like they're coming off of the one-child policy. There's a huge impact that's had, you know, because of, you know, wanting to have a son and carry on the name and all that. I won't go down that trail, but just to make the point. But, you know, I'm not even gonna go on that tirade.
Yeah, China's pretty fucked up.
It's okay, man.
There's
But
so much
people are
pressure
saying-
on Chinese males to succeed. It's insane. Their suicide rates, by the way, are skyrocketing because of it.
I will say it. You know
Say
what?
it. Fucking say it, pussy.
So basically, in communist China, car drives you. Now, in communist China, it's like you're told to do all those things that you just mentioned. Meanwhile, they're banning Facebook or they're banning Instagram. Okay, so it's like when I was talking to you about, you know, when I was growing up, my parents were like, pursue acting, take acting classes, do all this stuff, you know. But then as soon as I wanted to pursue it as a career, they're like, that's a pipe dream. You need to do something real. You need to do it like you need to be an engineer or something. It's like that doesn't, like, the message doesn't meet the facts, right?
You know why China says, hey, block Facebook, block Instagram, all those other things? It's not because it's because they want people to feed their minds and not with the garbage which is spread across social media.
Because they're xenophobic.
they want,
social media is a
they
great
want
marketing.
state media and no
They're
dissent at all.
xenophobic.
No
man.
discord.
They want to push their message, but they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to
Yes,
live
but
in a
at the same
world that's
time,
not communist.
Well, we see that as, you know, they want
Be
to push
communist.
just their message. Well, I can see that aspect of it too. But I can also see the side of the coin where, as Americans, we're too involved in social media. We're too caught up in the news that goes out there and the trash that's spread about. We don't take in the time just to let our minds be free of the constraint of iPhone, iPad, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all these things. Even like right now, we're on a YouTube channel.
Keep watching, please.
Doses.
Keep watching. Don't turn it off.
It can be good in doses, but too much of anything is bad. And that goes for anything at all. And they want to keep that from happening over there. They don't want that influence into their people. And yes, it makes it easier for them to control their people, but it also drives their people to have a clean mind and to maybe want to be more focused on their careers.
Yeah, so they can pollute it with their own garbage, bullshit nonsense.
Think about it this way, right? Like, you're talking about being successful, this and that, all that, but it's being successful in such a smarmy kind of way. You know, if you're just copying another idea, if you're like just ripping someone else off, if you're taking, you know, your idea from, you work for one company 1 week, then leave that company and go to another company and then use the other company's ideas, that's such a smarmy kind of way of doing business. It's being successful, but in such a shitty kind of way.
Honestly, man, did you watch the movie Founder? Did you watch the movie Founder with Michael Keaton where he plays the guy who's McDonald's? Like, that's fucking business. I'm sorry. Wake up, but understand. Wake up and understand the fact that business is business and it's fucking cutthroat. We're real people, and I'm okay with that.
Look, man,
okay.
Swaggins or Sherlock, whatever it is, bro, it's not that bad, man.
That's an airsoft gun. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
No,
you know,
I agree with everybody's views.
Suddenly,
I really
guns
wish they would
in the
China
chat.
would stop for a minute and let take advice. You know, they sell to our market, which, you know, the United States is only 30% of the global market when it comes to vaping.
Yeah, those are BBs, right? Airsoft BBs. Yeah.
They gotta do something to say, okay, guys, if we seek all these ideas from these people in this market and they really enjoy the American people and so forth, but it's not just us, it's a global thing. You know, somebody needs to interject with them and say, stop, let's not do this. Y'all should not pursue this. Save your money, make something super innovative or super game changing and bring it to the table. You'll earn so much more that way. Like, do you want to sell, like I said, do you want to reach out for 100 pennies or do you want to reach out 100 times for $100 a pop? I'd rather reach out $100 every time and bring back $100 than 100 pennies.
But if it's guaranteed, they're going to reach for those pennies.
But they're reaching for the pennies because nobody's told them yet, stop. You can use the same energy and resources you've wasted on this bullshit product to put something that is innovative out to the market that you could then maybe even charge a little bit more for.
Haven't you told them that?
The ones that'll listen.
Are they doing it?
No. I mean, how many?
To an extent, they are. They have changed a lot of their.
They went with the mesh, the profile.
Dude, that was like an act of damn Congress. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like to convince them of doing that, shit, it was tough. It was
like, all right. So, like you're saying, you know, everyone wants to be successful. Blah 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 blah. Right, but at the same time, wouldn't you want to innovate? If you really want to be successful, wouldn't you want to create a better product, not just the same old thing repackaged in, you know,
not if there's risk involved.
Well, yeah, I was going to say China hates taking risks, and Joel
said earlier. But where's the money at? I think I already answered that. We've already answered this question, but I'll keep saying it if you want to keep bringing it back to it. If there's money in it, fucking, they're going to do it. I would do it.
There's money in it, but there could be.
I'm a businessman, and business is my profession. I'm going to make fucking money because I'm in business. This is what business means. You run a business, you make money. You're a manager of a vape shop, Nick. Do you want to make money or do you want to close the doors?
Well, I'm not the manager. I just work there.
Well, regardless, you work there. Do you have a job if you don't make money because it's a fucking business?
Well, again, what it is, they don't want to work. They don't want to work for the high fruit. They want to get that low-lying fruit and pick it and keep moving. You know what I mean?
You'd be a fool to not pick the low fruit on the way up to the top.
You know, Elon Musk, you know, I wish we could be. I'm excited about the shit he's doing. I think he's fucking crazy and it's awesome. He's an awful... He's a terrible public speaker, but I mean, he gave out flamethrowers. What a cool thing to do, but he has fucking money to do it.
No
shit,
shit,
got stoned with Joe Rogan.
He has money to do it. He can send a Tesla into space with a fucking mannequin in it and then put a webcam on it so you can just watch a live stream. Okay? That's Richie Rich shit. That's fucking blank check.
But you know what else he did? He launched a rocket and then launched two of them and then landed them in perfect succession. Landed them. Reusable
because he has
rockets.
The money and the resources to do shit like that.
He's an innovator.
They're going to people that innovate, and they will change the scope of things, but then the rest of the world, because there's a lot of us, there's 7 billion of us in this world, there's the rest of us that have to make fucking money.
But see, here's the thing, too, and that comes down to like why America is so fucking amazing. And like you don't hear about the Elon Musks of China because there are none, right? We're doing something right over here, and that's why we have these kind of people like Elon Musk and others.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one, Sherlock. You know I respect the shit out of you, but I'm going to disagree with you on that one.
That's fine,
you don't hear about those Elon Musk of China is because the Chinese culture, they're very humble people. I have sat down the tables with people from China that have made more than I'll ever make in my damn lifetime. They've seen more money than I'll ever see in my lifetime. And that dude was wearing a pair of Pro Kids, some corduroy pants, and the ugliest fucking shirt I've ever seen in my life.
Who, Steve Jobs?
They're very, very humble people. They don't flaunt their money. Like in the United States, it's a social status to flaunt your earnings, to flaunt your winnings. They don't believe in that mindset. They go back and they flaunt.
Dude, I'm talking about true innovators. I'm talking about pure genius. People pushing the envelope like crazy.
Speaking of pure genius and true innovators, what do you guys think about the Yellow Jacket RDA?
Haven't seen it.
I have the Yellow Jacket dude. I can pull up the messages where when the Bushido came out. He's also responsible for the Bushido. Whenever it came out, I said, man, this is great, but I know how I can make this better. And I sent that information to a company and said, look, if we did this and did it like this, it would be so much better. That guy did really good what he done on the Yellow Jacket. But there's some other things he could still do to that Yellow Jacket to make it that much better.
Absolutely.
And I even reached out to him and told him, I said, dude, I have some great ideas for this. You know what I mean? Love to chat. He's like, watch the video. He come off, I'm not going to say he was an asshole to me, but he come off a little bit arrogant, you know? And I was like, dude, I really want you to have a great product. You ain't got to take my ideas, but at least hear him out. You know what I mean? But he
watch his videos, man. I watch his videos, and he's doing like the fucking Morton Owen thing where he's drawing shit on a piece of paper. I mean, that's people are, you know, like Steve Jobs was an innovator, right? But he was a fucking asshole and a tyrant. All right. Now he's an innovator. You're right.
Now I got to look into this. What am I looking at?
But the thing is, like,
Jacket RDA.
get rid of the damn fucking, you know, metal cap you put over the top, and give me some plugs or something. Give me something I can pop into that airflow to smooth it out or to make it smaller.
Who made it?
Really cute. Cute.
The same guy who made the Bushido. He made a bunch of other things. He's responsible for a bunch of them RDAs like that.
Bruce Pro Innovations, I think.
Yes, Bruce Pro Innovations.
I want to like the guy.
I do too. Trust me, I do. And I told him, I said, dude, I'll give you my feedback when I get my hands on your device. But it was one of those things where I didn't have to put my hands on it to see the same vision that I seen 2 years ago when the Bushido came out. Like, I don't need another one in my hands to tell you my ideas and thoughts, you know? And that was going to be like no charge type deal just to help him maybe in a Yellow Jacket 1.5 or 2.0. But the fact that he wouldn't even hear me out or accept that's... It looks like it doesn't make sense to me.
A dope squonking RDA. It really does. But I don't think, and it's $30. That's the thing we haven't even fucking said yet. Like, I went over to Element Vape, saw it, it's $30 RDA. And I'm like,
I like his mindset for that of being affordable, you know, like I can dig all that, but I just couldn't dig the arrogance, you know, like, dude, it's okay to be humble sometimes, man. I wish more people were more humble. Like, I don't know what's wrong with being humble.
What's innovative about it?
Sit down.
Stop.
Well, he does
Copyright.
MMA fighting and so forth as well. But just because you're humble, that doesn't make you a pussy. You know, I mean, you're a human. You know, and you're intelligent. You know, and you're wise.
Flood juice over your coils. What does that fucking matter?
Somebody asked about the damn bottle, and I seen them, and I'm not nothing. Jay Jari, I believe you asked about the bottle, or somebody else, one of your other buddies. But Straight Blaze asked about if the bottle that comes with this Delta is the only bottle that works in this. No, the Gorilla Tip bottles work, and the good reference would be if keep this bottle, see what the tip is, the size of it. If your Gorilla bottle has the same size tip, it should work. There's a video up on Instagram I showed how it worked. Dude, that is smart. Like, that's freaking smart. I don't like the rattling of everything, but it's smart.
What's so innovative about the Yellow Jacket?
The fact that it has that dome that comes over and the juice squirts out.
I feel like I've seen that before.
Okay, you have seen something similar to that in the
mentions it in his video, but he talks about how he adds a little extra to it. He says he takes that and he's like, you know what, that's a good idea. Like, I mean, Stan does it. I mean, innovators do that. People take stuff, they simplify certain things, and they take stuff and they're like, you know what, I can improve upon that. I mean, I forget which director it was. I would be able to tell you in a past life, you know, when I in a past life, let's just leave it at that. But, you know, there was a director that said that, you know, no idea or thought is original. It's basically we're all working.
Nothing's original
that we're throwing out there. So I like everything that it's got going on. And I just want to speak to Jay Jerry as well, because he said Yellow Jacket will flood juice level coils. That doesn't fucking matter, dude. The juice goes over your coil and then it goes down into the well and then you're good to go. It floods juice. It saturates the fucking coils. You place those coils properly. What he did to change, like if you watch his video, if you want to go over and watch his video, guys, it's great. You know, he's going to pay me a total of $0, maybe even $5 for telling you to go do it. But he added a little like 1 millimeter lip to the bottom of that mushroom top, so that way, you know, the airflow would miss or the juice wouldn't drip down underneath into the airflow, because the airflow comes through the sides and up through the center post where that dripping mechanism is, and it comes out to the coils.
And don't forget don't forget, real quick, don't forget that someone will be able to screw it up. And proof of that is me. I mean, I managed to screw up the Pulse 22 build as well as the original recoil build. So there are going to be people out there that are going to be kind of cynical about the whole situation because they don't get quite how it's done, you know? And if you get it just right, the way the designer intended to, then it's going to be a great RDA.
Hashtag just right.
Hashtag just right. Exactly. You got to get it just right. But, you know, but the designer is the person that you have to listen to if you really want to build it the way it's meant to be built. You know, the way they build theirs is the way it's supposed to be done. And just because you can throw in, let's say, you know, 4mm coils doesn't mean you necessarily should to make it work properly.
Correct. One thing I do like about it, in all the videos I've seen of that Yellow Jacket, is the juice dispersion is equal on either side. That has my interest sparked. Because a lot of atomizers that we're seeing with this top squonking that squonks from the top, the juice proportion to either side is not equal. It will let more out of one side than the other side. And most people won't notice it because they're holding it and they're squonking it and they're seeing juice come out one side, not realizing that the other side didn't get as much. Yes, the juice still collects in the juice well, wicks up your coils and so forth. Mm-hmm. But I think the fact that every video I've seen of that, the juice proportion has been equal on both sides. That is what drives, that's what makes me say, damn, what did he do? I got to look at this.
People mentioned in your, all right, you say, yeah, Joel, you're right about that. And that's exactly the mindset that we need to have to continue to innovate. People are saying, you know, Jay Hayes has the 502. A couple people said it, right? Whoever in chat, you know, but the airflow is fucking awful. And, you know, whatever you want to say about it, it's fucking awful. I don't give a fuck. All right. So here's the deal. The airflow sucked. The juice, you know, the mechanism for squonking, great job. Innovative. Awesome. Someone else can take that and then make it better, you know, and then hopefully the person who makes it can understand the fact that that's just the way the industry grows and moves forward and not be fucking butthurt about it. But here's the deal. The airflow sucked. Just like you can say something about the Yellow Jacket. I already did. I said there's certain things about that aesthetically that are awful that I think that could be changed, but I like the squonking mechanism.
My question is, right, why is top squonking necessary? If we use cotton as a wicking material, it should be able to do exactly that.
Depends.
Wick.
It depends, though. You have a lot of squonking atomizers where the pin is flush with the bottom of the well. Right? So whatever you squonk in gets sucked back down. A lot of people love that because then you're not like over dripping. You don't have juice. Like you can't, it's not easy to leak. I personally love a protruding, like a good protruding off, like few centimeters, like 5 centimeters off the bottom. So that way it'll pool because I personally like that better. So that's one thing you're going to get unless, see, I don't know the Yellow Jacket, unless it has a mechanism where it sucks back in. But that is one thing I can say as an objective stance, like, you know, from the top down, it's going to actually pool up in the well, which is great and something I'm a big fan of.
So you nailed it right on the head. And the reason why I think top squonk is important to squonking, the top fill coming down, is because the ability to not over squonk. When you squonk something from the top, you can really press because you have that much more distance that juice has to travel. And when you release it and the juice is sitting on the bottom and you have a proper working bottom feed mechanism, the suck back is just perfect. Like it works. And I really enjoy most of the top squonk devices out there.
And it's quicker. If it's hitting your coils directly, as opposed to having to wait for your wicks to suck it up, it's going to be quicker for sure. Yeah,
fair enough.
But I mean, it's just preference. Again, guys, it's not saying no, my way is the right way, that way is the right way. Everybody's way is the right way.
Can I say something real quick?
Enjoy how you're vaping.
No,
Stan,
you can't.
fuck you. Stan showed up and like 50 people just left. What the fuck's up with that?
Hashtag everybody hates Stan.
Well, that's because I keep telling everybody on my channel to not like Stan.
That's exactly what it is. I knew it.
Welcome, Stanley.
You know what, Nick? I'm with you, bro. You don't have to freaking top squonk. You don't have to top squonk. I don't think it's necessary, and I intend to prove it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, Stan, as
Yeah,
your
you
friend,
don't
I
need
cannot let
to. You don't need to do half of the shit we do in vaping. Like
You know what,
fucking 10
gonna start-
12ths of what we do.
I'm going to start like
do.
listening to what the rest of the panel is saying while you're talking instead of thinking about my next thing to say, because active listening is a thing. And I'm going to start choosing, whoever everybody's agreeing with to start, making points that are similar to that, so that people will say, I agree with you, Swaggins.
But
That'll
here's the
never
thing.
happen.
Here's the thing, Stan. You could also say vertical coils aren't necessary either. Defend yourself.
However, vertical coils aren't necessary.
If you want to squonk with vertical coils, you better have top squonk available.
Dude, 99% of vaping's unnecessary.
I agree.
Okay,
Chris
now
Lopez.
time out, Stan. I'm gonna have to. Now this is gonna be pretty. So
I think
you say that top squonk's not necessary. Right?
Squonking's unnecessary. Let's
So-
just put it out there. Squonking is
Squonking
completely
is unnecessary.
unnecessary.
It's
Squawking is a convenience.
it's a convenience, exactly. But guess
and
what?
vertical would be a preference.
It's not
Whenever
though.
cars came out with air conditioning, some people said it wasn't necessary either. You know why they said it wasn't necessary?
Because they didn't live in fucking
because
Texas.
they couldn't
That's
get the
why.
shit done.
Because they didn't live in Texas.
Boston in the summer is pretty hot, okay? Let's be honest.
It's not necessary.
Oh,
That's
shut up, Swaggins. You don't know hot.
Boston. Is that
Boston.
the proper way, the American way to say it? Boston.
Boston. To have
No, I'm
Hi,
fucking with
everybody.
you, Stan.
Thanks for all
It's
the
not
love.
necessary.
By the
Top
way.
squonk is not necessary. It's just it's a luxury.
I think it's a
like
cool
power
feature.
door locks and power windows on your car. You can
What do
have.
you
I
have
don't
against
even
Top
think it's a
Squonk?
luxury.
I
think
just
it's a
proposed a question.
It's
I
a
think
good
it's over-
What's your
I think
aversion to top squonking?
I think the top squonking. Look, what Jay Hayes did with the 502, freaking cool, man. Freaking cool. Is it necessary? No. What Tony B did with the Pulse X, freaking cool, and it works. Is there a valve system in it? I don't think so. I haven't taken it apart, but I don't think so. The whole thing with the valve system is completely unnecessary. And
Justin
I
Merrill. I love you, dude.
I don't think a valve. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's innovative. I think it was really cool that he did it. I think it was really cool that it worked well. But it's just more parts to fail. It's just more parts to gunk up. It's just more parts. It's over.
Fucking in years, I've never had anything fail on me other than me manually, like physically dropping and breaking something. I've never had anything fail. Using the argument of more parts to fail, unless it's like the most extremely complex, multi-functioning gear, nothing's gonna fail.
I guarantee you that if I go over there and I fill that 502 up right now and I squonk it, the suck back won't work right.
So top, and I'm gonna clarify. You're right, Stan. It's not necessary. It's not, dude. Mesh wasn't necessary. Dual coils ain't necessary.
Filling from the top of a squonk bottle wasn't.
Rebuildables aren't necessary.
None of
Vaping
it's
isn't necessary.
None of it's
Yeah,
necessary.
vaping is not necessary. We can
Actually, you
smoke
know what?
cigarettes.
Yeah, right. You know what?
So why ask the question?
You
in
know
the
what?
first
We quit.
Yeah.
We're all going back to smoking.
No,
Good point, guys. You're all
Let's go
right.
back to
We're smoking.
Let's go back to the
Nick's
case.
fault. I
proposed
Nicotine replacement patches, guys. Come on,
I simply
patches.
proposed a question. All right.
Well,
Let's-
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you did it now.
Question
You did it now.
necessary.
How
But
you
Stan, I
have
respect your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, bro. I respect that view 100%.
Not on this channel. I'm gonna start muting people.
seriously.
I'm gonna be China up in this bitch.
Because
Here we go.
I think when you're like, hey, just you know what, go ahead, just have a couple drinks. You'll be fine. Everybody fucking starts talking over each other.
I appreciate you, Mr. Lopez. He said mesh
Go through the
is
bottom.
necessary.
Yeah, mesh
Yo, no, seriously though, mesh
You know what?
is
I'm done with that
necessary.
point. I'm done with that point, and I want to delete this video because I've said it way too many times and gotten cut off.
No,
And now
Well,
I have
yes.
now I have the fucking floor when I'm griping. I
Shut up,
love
Swaggins.
Well, the only we have you for the dissenting opinion. We need
Alternate.
you for the discourse.
No, I thought you had me for the the Jewish vote.
Yeah, and our bromance.
It's a card.
Let's do one of these. Can you?
I
Yeah,
gotta
keep
say-
coming,
Wait,
keep
wait.
coming, keep coming, keep it coming.
What the fuck is it? It's
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
I gotta
Wow.
say, man, there was a few times when Swaggins was actually a little more interesting to listen to than you other guys.
Wow,
Just
that's
saying.
a huge compliment.
Hashtag I quit.
Not only because it's from Stan, but because no one's ever said that before. So thank you.
No,
Oh, I
Swagons
always
is
look
very
forward to you being
intellectual.
on,
No,
Swagons.
I like
Shit,
having him
Justin
on.
Merrill agrees with me again. Thank you. Let's read some super chats. Justin Merrill with $2. Justin
Why
Merrill
Stan
with
gets in his
$2.
demon
I
mode
agree with
once he's on
Swaggins.
camera.
Stan, thanks for finishing your dinner before jumping
I
on.
just spent like an hour and a half under a car, and I'm hungry. Okay, I didn't get to eat.
Oh, look
Do
at
your
those
thing,
fries.
buddy.
I'll tell you what though,
Are those
you want
skinny
the
fries?
true. You want the true. What's the word I'm looking for? The true answer to the question:
True vapor?
if you had to jump and go, what do you grab? What do you take with you?
The Infinix.
And you know what I grabbed without even thinking about it?
It's an airsoft gun.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell.
Hey, you've got terrible trigger. And then you pointed at your face. What are you doing? Put that thing away.
It's called
You're freaking
muzzle
me out.
awareness. I would
Damn.
grab this, actually. This is my
So-
new thing right here. I'd grab
I've
this.
got a fucking barrel.
I
Do not
grabbed,
tell me you grabbed this heavy bastard.
I grabbed the Delta. And because the Delta's new and I haven't had it but for a day and I wasn't quite sure if I could depend on it just yet, I would have probably grabbed another Squonk like my Pulse 90 or Pulse 80. And then I grabbed this.
This TAC
How do you-
21
I have a
all
question.
weekend playing
Stan,
airsoft.
how do you rock your Orion? Do you rock it with the airflow completely closed so it's actually a true mouth-to-lung vape?
Life Buck, dude. Thank you. Stop.
Dude, Mike Vapes is in the chat, and he told me on the suicide prevention and awareness stream that that's how he rocks it. So I'm wondering.
What?
I've got
Airflow
a fucking muzzle
Justin,
protector in there.
Stop
Calm
giving
down.
money, dude.
Airflow is completely open.
Oh God!
Completely
Because I
open.
like it loose.
No wonder we have 23 dislikes.
Oops. Dude, this is completely closed, and it's actually like a mouth-to-lung vape. They should put that in the fucking manual that I don't. No one reads the fucking manual. Even though Mark Clough of Warlock Mods, who makes awesome fucking mods, by the way, if you want to check him out, he's on Facebook at the Gathering Vapor Lounge. Dude, fucking awesome mods, man.
I got a tip. Is it true, Joel, that Just Right Christmas might have some Warlock stuff?
Yes, sir, and lots of other things as well.
Product?
Yeah, it's.
Do you have a website?
No, I don't. Oh, Mark Clough does. I think
No,
he does.
it's I just said it. It's
Facebook group.
Facebook.
Yeah.
The Gathering Vapor Lounge on Facebook. Mark Clough, Warlock Mods. He also does juice, Witch's Brew. His juices are awesome. Tempting Gretel, personal favorite. It's like a Skittles vape, best Skittles vape I've ever had. You want to talk about budget juice that's good? Fucking Witch's Brew. Go over to the Gathering Vapor Lounge over.
$5 Clough.
Joel, you should have a website.
Man,
Or partner with me. My website's just kind of dead, but I get a fuck ton of traffic, and I'm like #1 search result for pre-built coils. Or like on the first page, rather.
I enjoy the interaction via social media. Like when somebody reaches out to me, like, dude, I would try to reply to every message.
That's not long-term, though. Think about when you're up towards, like, thousands of contacts a day. Unless you're hiring people to answer those, you can't sustain that.
Joel, I'll hire you for nothing. Well, it's mine because I try my.
Oh, oops.
And
sorry.
muted.
I muted him by accident.
Aw.
Oh, sorry, Stanley. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Just keep eating those fries. Come on.
This finger
No.
right here.
Man, I understand. I won't. There'll come a point where I won't be able to reach out to everybody and speak to everybody. But at this point in time, I'm thoroughly happy with being able to interact with those people and have the conversations with them. And dude, I can't tell you how many FaceTime calls or via Messenger video chats I've answered or Instagram. It's neat to see that. I really, really enjoy that, guys. Like it. I don't know. I don't want to lose touch with who I am and what I am. Like the community is me and I am the community, and I want to remain that way for as long as possible.
I feel like Joel's the type of guy that answers FaceTimes while he's taking a shit.
No, I do not. I answer FaceTime
Well, you should.
whenever
God damn it,
That's
Joel.
like wasted time.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's my time. That's my personal time. Like everybody's entitled to have their personal time. That's my personal
What do
time.
you do? You sit there with like your chin on your fist, like the thinking.
No, he's got a squatty
You
potty.
want to know the damn truth? I sit there.
I have a
with
squatty
sketchbook.
potty. Dude, they're
I sit there
incredible.
with a sketchbook
Squatty
in my
Potty.
lap with a pen.
I have a
Hashtag
shout out.
Squatty
I have
Potty.
a shout out for Leslie's Vaping. My stack
Yeah,
and
I'm on the
box
VAPESTEW
and the
right now
Warrior
with,
is fire.
Sherlock,
I agree.
Vapor Swaggins and everybody.
Hey,
What-
the
what?
Warrior is pretty fucking awesome.
Hello?
Someone mute Stan.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Muted.
Bye.
Yes, my phone does go off all day, but typically it goes off at night because that's when China is awake, and that's when we go to sleep. That's when it's in their business day prime. So I typically don't go to bed till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm right back up knocking it down the next day for my regular daytime job. You know, and it takes a toll.
It starts at like 11 p.m., doesn't it?
The replay
Yeah.
on that phone thing was hilarious. Hashtag timing.
I was going to say, yeah, the China thing. I mean,
You're back. on the
I'll get
China
back
thing?
to you when I get back to you. That's why it takes like 2-3 days to like get through the interactions of, hey, can we send you a product for review? Then it'll be another day for me to go, yes.
How much money? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Yes is
All the money.
all the monies.
Give me all your Chinese
Give me the
money.
ruples.
The communication right now is key with me. Like I have to be available for communication, especially with the Just Right Christmas kicking off. Thank you for segueing into that, Mr. Tenacious Texas. The second annual Just Right Christmas, and I'm very proud to say the second annual Just Right Christmas is kicking off now.
What is it?
It is where I reach out and all my viewers and subscribers, if they want to, reach out to the companies in which they've done business with and spent their money with, and let them know that we are collectively taking donations of hardware, monetary value, whatever it may be. And Christmas is a hard time of year for vapors because typically you should be 18 years of age, 21 years of age in your respective province, county, state, wherever you may be. And you're at that age, typically you're expected to be buying somebody gifts or somebody, nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever. They're expecting you to be a working individual to contribute to the family's Christmas. Therefore, you may come across a time where you don't have the funds to buy your juice or buy your coil. You know, the vapor always kind of gets cold shoulder sometimes at Christmas. And I don't like to receive gifts at Christmas. I like to give them. So why not give back to the community, which made me what I am today? I'm nothing without them. So all these companies send me products. We do the Just Right Christmas. Every company that donates gets a video. I don't use that product in the video. I just talk about the video, talk about the product, talk about the company, my thoughts and views on that company, and I direct all traffic back to their social media sites of said companies for their entries, to gain entries into the Just Right Christmas, to have a chance to win one of the Just Right Christmas packages. You have to go to their Instagram, their Facebook, or whatever social media platforms they have and leave the hashtag Just Right Christmas or whatever it may be. I haven't disclosed what that one is yet this year. And plaster it on their walls. And I also do a participation giveaway, like of everybody who's reached out to companies, and these companies tell me, hey, so-and-so sent me over here that you're doing a Just Right Christmas deal or something. I enter them in a separate giveaway where I give them something as well for getting out there and reaching out to these companies and trying to make Just Right Christmas what it is. Last year was phenomenal, man. We had anonymous donor company, big company, $1,000 donation. Multiple juice companies donated, multiple hardware companies, coil people. It was just a huge success. I think everybody got 2,250 milliliters of some really damn good juice last year. Everybody got 2 or 3 mods, atomizers, coils, RDAs, sub-ohm tanks, batteries, shirts, hats, swag. Just tremendous amounts of stuff.
Getting fancy with the stovetops?
That's that RDA that Zophi was showing off, isn't it? That's like designed for stovetops specifically.
The Dread.
Is it, Stan? Or are you still muted?
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
By the silliest name in vaping, aside from Voopoo, is called Damn Vape. Like,
really? What about
Vape.
Ass Vape?
Yeah, it's as Vape.
as Vape, not ass Vape.
No, it's ass vape.
So Joel, I'm actually going to be doing something this year as
Awesome.
well. I'm going to be doing the Grinch Who Stole Vape Miss.
Look, you out of my house trying to steal just like Christmas. You get a hole put in you, buddy.
And I'm gonna take all of my vape mail that I get in and all like the stuff that I have to give away, and I'm just gonna open it all in front of everybody and lick it.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. My Dull Dime, Michelle Lynn,
Not right now.
Dull Dime mods licked the shit out of the fucking Dull Dime she sent me, and I'm
Within
still
reason,
using
yeah.
it, bro.
Just try
It's
to
a
be-
fucking Dull Dime.
Not crazy with
I don't blame her. You blame you for that.
Don't be like banging shit around.
I don't
But
blame
at least
her
it
either.
smells like peppermint
Yeah, can we
And clove.
and dog hair.
But yeah, Just Right Christmas was my impact statement last year. It was like right after I first started my YouTube channel, and I knew I had to have an impact statement to the community to separate myself from other beginning YouTube reviewers and advisors and consultants or whatever you want to call me, influencer, whatever, because some people do not call me a reviewer. And if you don't think I'm a reviewer, that's fine by me. As long as you subscribe to the channel, you support, you contribute in a positive way, you're good in my book.
Dude,
you
what
review
makes
products?
We just had this conversation the other day in Discord, didn't we, Swags?
Yeah, I was about to fucking go on a tirade, but I'll let you fucking say your piece.
No, Swaggins,
just-
go ahead. You're bitching about not being able to
Nah,
get your piece.
fuck you.
No, come on, Mr. Feelings Hurt. Let's go.
Feelings
Everybody
hurt. That was
quiet.
about fucking 24 minutes ago.
Everybody
Speaking of-
quiet.
Yes.
Shh.
Speaking of feelings hurt, Swaggins was all but hurt that he never got.
Go ahead,
Bullshit.
Swaggins.
You know what? You
Go
want
ahead, Swaggins. Go ahead. I'm gonna mute everybody but you. Go ahead.
Hey, audience, Stooges and new Stooges and Stooges to come. Facebook.com/VAPESTEW crew. If you want to join the group, answer the questions. Stooges to come and Stooges know that the reason why I'm here is because I'm the shoulder to cry on. It's like, oh, they want to fucking vent their shit. I say, you know what? You want to send that hate to me? You know what? You put that hate on me, Ricky Bobby. You put that fucking hate right here. You know what? That's why I'm on this I'm nobody. You know what? He's not a reviewer. Who am I? I got fucking 980 subs on fucking Instagram. I'm nobody. I ain't nobody.
You know the
You know,
exact
I'm here
number.
because
Don't pretend you don't.
Dude, he's been working so
You're
hard.
counting them subs. Don't pretend you're not counting them.
Swaggins on Instagram so he can feel better. He
Come
just wants
nestle at the teat of Swaggins and feel better about yourself. That's all I gotta say.
Now look, Swaggins, I got a bone to pick with you on that one, man. I reach out to you and like share excitement with you and joy with you. Like, hey man, dude, you got a second? I want to show you something really kick ass.
Well,
I want let's look at this.
I'll put that on me right now.
Like,
Put
and
it
then
on him.
you're gonna come back and say you come suckle on your titty.
Swaggins.
You know what? And then you turn around. You know what? This is the fucking biased media. Then you turn around and you throw
Fake news.
some shit up and you throw up some fucking Jewish flags. I didn't choose how I was born, bro.
Swaggins.
I can vouch. I saw that.
I'm the only one out of all of these panel members that has actually physically embraced you. Just let that be known.
With a
Oh, I'm
handshake.
jealous.
You know what? With a
I'm
hand-
jealous.
But I will.
So did you get handfuls of both cheeks or just the one?
Well, he's a very tall guy, and I'm a very short guy. I am a Swaggins after all. I'm a Sightful Swaggins. I'm related to Bagginses, but 4'10" on a good day. So when I stood next to Nick, I was about a kneecap high. So he came down, he patted me on the head, and he said, "You know what? I love you." True. I love him too.
And then what did we watch together? We watched a movie.
We watched Deadpool 2 and
Deadpool 2,
some other movie.
Oh, so not only did you get a warm embrace, you got a little Netflix and chill.
Yeah. We had a chaperone.
Be jealous.
We kept
Be
it.
jealous.
I sat on one couch, he sat on another. We looked at each other every now and
I
then.
am jealous, man. Last time I hung out with you, all I got was a demo.
Oof, you got stiffed.
I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't.
It's a big T. I love you too, Shane.
Is Demo a doctor yet?
He's
I need a
practicing
chart.
to be. I think
You know
he's
those-
almost a level 13 doctor. What game is he playing now?
Is there a doctor on Red Dead Redemption? Is that a
He's playing Operation, right? The
Hey,
Operation
you know
board
those-
game.
You know those like big thermometer like charts that you see people for like donations and fundraisers? We need one of those for Demo's
Demo
doctor
to
level.
scratch off where he's at. Oh yeah.
All right, he's right here, guys.
God,
He's
that'd be
right-
the
actually
slowest
perfect
counter
space for
ever.
it, too, right there behind you, Nick, over your left shoulder.
What?
That's actually the perfect space for that thermometer gauge too, right over your left shoulder, right there.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it. Give me some poster board.
Joel,
No,
I
I'm
think
a
you should
dry
do
erase
one for Just Right Christmas. Set a goal and do a thermometer, and we can all help you raise whatever you need.
Ultimately, I don't have a goal. The goal is, man, it's the companies that give a
You're
shit
taking
about
the fun out of it, damn it!
Make
a fucking thermometer.
Look, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get one of them door basketball goals, and every time something comes in, I'll throw it over the back of my shoulder and see if it makes it in the goal.
It's not the same.
As long as it goes down a hill, you're good to go.
No, man, ultimately, I really don't have a goal, man. It's just whatever can be amassed is plenty. You know, like I'm not one to ask for anything. Take your guy at Hometown Hero that hit me up and says, hey, man, the influencers, tell me what you want. I'm supposed to get you a hat. And out of the kindness of my heart, I didn't reply to him. Because
Dude, you dickhead, I had him contact you to make you that hat. He's been asking me why you haven't gotten back to him.
Bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. That was
make-
me having him contact you to get you the hat that I want to get for you, and you didn't get back to him. See, that's you being a dick. That's what that is. Yes.
Dude, I don't.
Just accept the gift.
Imagine
Joel.
this. This could have
Legit
legit or Mr. Just Right. It could have
can I have a
fucking
tenacious
Mr.
one?
Just
No,
Right.
you
No,
cannot.
Stan.
You can't bite off my style.
I'll accept it.
I'll
won't
accept
be an
it too. I'll take a
I'll
stand.
be like, yo, teal tenacious. That's all I want.
See, now
No,
look what
It's
you
just-
look at
it's
the
not in my
situation
nature
you put
to
me in.
accept Gifts. I'm
Look at
not
the
sitting on
situation
the-
you.
Let's bring this full circle back around before everybody.
Back around to what? Joel's a jerk?
No,
To
to the
Yes.
tittiest wagons.
you know what? No,
To the
fuck.
tittiest wagons.
Yeah, tittiest wagons. Like you're getting closer to before that when Stan was talking about. Yeah, exactly. Go back to that.
I just wanted to let everybody know that these are in the.
No.
Oh, come on.
Sorry,
Counterproductive.
accident. Total.
You know what? I show you so much respect and dignity on my channel, and I come on your channel,
Oh,
and
Stanley.
you're like, hey, you know what? If you guys think Sherlock's being a dick to me, go ahead and down.
Oh.
All right, guys.
Oh.
I think there's a giveaway. I think there's a giveaway that's supposed to happen, but we have 76 likes. We have 176 people watching. So is there a number?
Everybody hit that dislike button.
Is there a number that you want to hit in order to do that rebirth giveaway?
Just the dislike button. That's
Are we
all.
really doing a rebirth giveaway?
I don't know what that is. No.
I don't even
fuck.
have a fucking rebirth. How we giving one away? I don't fucking have one.
Dude, I thought Mike Vapes literally at the beginning.
Mike
of the
Vape's
chat.
in the chat. Mike
No.
Vapes, we don't have.
He was trolling you, man. Not great. Now I got to buy a fucking rebirth out of pocket because
No
you
one's
said
buying rebirth. We're putting it on Mike Vapes.
You know what?
You
know
put
what?
that
I
out
have
there on the
no idea
interwebs,
what's
man.
going
There's a
on right
real
now.
record of this. The IRS can track this shit, man.
There is a little
a
contest
tax
going
write-off.
on the VAPESTEW crew, but it has been locked and it will be pulled tonight. The person who will receive that.
make that 2 giveaways that'll be pulled tonight because I posted one earlier this week and it's already been done. And
Stan's
it's
the other
private.
one who didn't get back to Austin.
And
Austin
the
sent you an
payout on
email
that
too.
one, guys, is $50.
Make that
PayPal.
3 giveaways tonight because Discord's going to have a giveaway as soon as Sherlock sends me my package. Now that is on the internet and it's recorded, so thank you.
Sherlock, I have proof that I emailed him back.
Oh,
in a
really?
sent email. I never received squat from him afterwards.
He's probably mad that I didn't reply to him. He's like, well, fuck,
I'm
if
looking
you
at
don't reply to me, I'm not replying to you.
Yeah, we're gonna because we're trying to send you those lines for the giveaway, and so we
Awesome.
wanted to find out if you wanted to just give us the name and address of the winner, and we'll ship out the package, or if we
No,
want to
because
ship.
then you can't pick through them and get his favorites.
Oh.
No, they asked me.
Oh,
they
right,
asked me to-
right.
They asked me to send them a little of what I would like to, so I did
By
that.
the way, Stan, what are you
'Cause I'll
vaping
totally
on?
rock some freaking hometown hero. What?
What are you vaping on, dude?
Nobody cares. I'll mute him again. Don't worry.
I fucking care. That's why I asked.
Well, you're getting muted too, then.
All right,
I'm
cool.
vaping on the top side. The top side with the recoil rebel on top.
That's pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It is, right? It doesn't quite match. I mean, it looks a lot better on filming in pictures than in real life, but I like it. I'm
Dan, when
vaping
you
on-
posted that picture earlier, was it screwed down all the way?
dude, are you getting gaps?
No, the only one I got a gap on is the recoil.
I get gaps on a few things.
I don't get gaps on. I put a profile on it and it sits flush and pretty. I put a Pulse X on it, sits nice and pretty. I put
Not
the
me.
recurve on it, sits nice and pretty. Put the drop dead on it, sits nice and pretty.
I think the spring needs to be broken on the 510. I think it's just super stiff because I was able to screw this down all the way. It just took a day. Well, nope. There's a little purple right there showing through.
Yeah. I see a gap on that and I was curious about that.
But I've been rocking that. I've been rocking this Delta. That is, you guys are talking about innovation. This is pretty cool. But Joel, I ran into the same problem. I keep trying to fire it with the squonk button.
You know what? I'm gonna see if it'll show up on camera real quick. I tried to show this earlier. Let's see if it'll show. I'm gonna squonk it and watch if you can see the juice go to
Turn that light down. It's nuclear. Turn that light down.
So bright.
Not all.
now.
Okay.
It's on the flow.
That's his phone flashlight just aimed at him.
Here, what do you want to show him? I'll show him with mine. What do you want to show him?
Squonk it and watch how that juice hits the damn coil.
No.
Okay.
Top. Go from the top.
The squonk pin comes all the way up to the top of the post.
Yo, if we're showing off coils right now, I got a Sammy Nitro coil in here. Sammy Nitro 5150 coils over on Instagram. Why don't you hit him up in the DMs? Because people say nothing good comes out of Canada. Well, that's a fucking lie because you need to try some of those Sammy Nitro coils. Why don't you hit them up in the
Anyway, whenever you squonk this device, I can't show it right now.
Hashtag promo swagons.
But whenever you squonk this, the juice actually shoots out of that little squonk pin and hits the bottom of that coil. Like every time. Yes, it does. Every time I press it.
Oh, wow.
I did see that, yeah.
Every time I press it, it's done that. And I think that is freaking dope.
It does. I didn't know it hit that hard.
That's what happens when you pay attention to the products you're sent to review.
And
Dude,
not
it's
just make a fluff piece.
Out. It's not shooting out. What it's doing is just that's how high the juice comes up from the surface tension. So it's not like going. It's just fucking coming out, and
it comes up, but it hits the base of that coil every time, dude. That is pretty damn cool to me.
Did you notice that if you do it? Hold on, I'm trying to see if you guys can see.
Turn that light down. It's nuclear. Stan, I gotta ask, what fucking juice are you vaping that's doing that?
It's still coming out. It just keeps coming.
Sherlock,
that's what she said. After show.
Sherlock, can you wrench?
What'd you say, Joel?
What juice are you vaping?
Frank freaking Ward?
Inside this, I've got.
Because it's fucking killing your cotton and coils.
Oh no! I really jacked with this. Like this is.
Bro, I've been vaping on this bitch all day, and it has been lovely. And my cotton is white as fuck.
Eyes.
If you'd like white cotton, please vape some Blaz liquid.
No, this is actually going to be the.
All right, go ahead and mute me, Sherlock.
No, you're cool. Promo your shit, bro.
This is going to be the Just Strawberry Punch.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have any more hometown hero to vape. So
that Angel's Tears does not gunk up coils.
Oh, except for
neither does Blast.
Ryan, I'm vaping.
Sherlock, can you wrench Livia Lee? We need a moderator that can post links.
See, I just did it again. I hit the damn spawn button.
Livia Lee. Just at Livia, and then you can.
Hey, I got a question for you, Joel. Oh, by the way, Sherlock, you have a topside and gunmetal coming. Nick, yours is purple. Swaggins, yours is red. Joel, you can bite me.
Whatever. Time out, guys. Wait a minute. Clarification. The reason why I don't get a topside is because I was a true supporter of Mr. The Vapor Chronicles and Miss Amy. I went and purchased mine. I did not wait for it to be sent to me for free.
You know how many
I had no problem purchasing the products in which I support.
Oh, don't go guilting us because we got it for free. Calm down.
I know, right?
We all spent thousands on this fucking.
The last thing I got for free was
wait, Leslie's vaping.
And it also
Livia.
Stan was a little upset about the two collab boxes.
Thanks, Liv.
So he said, since you got your collab boxes for free, you're not getting a topside because I said so. He's just strutting that tenacious Texas power over there.
Sure.
It is cool. But you know what? I told him, I said, you know what, man, better yet, just give it back to the community. Make sure that the guys within the stew have a chance to win that one.
All right. If you want to know how full of shit Joel is, just go to my Instagram and read on my picture of it. And you can read the whole thing of how full of shit Joel actually is. I had a question about this this system function on the Delta. I don't know if you've seen this, but
I've seen the system you're talking about.
Well, it has a really strange. It says super player on the second screen. You cannot see.
That means stop sleeping around when you're at conferences, Stan.
Oh, what are you trying to do, bro?
Is Jinx I don't think they're around no more, so your Jinx chick won't be there.
Who?
I'm fucking with you. I don't know. Who the fuck is Jinx?
No, dude. It's super player, and if you hit it, it says on or off, but I don't know what the hell it does.
Oh, this is the new hot box right now.
Well, you know there's a thing called an owner's manual, Stan.
Holy shit.
It would
Didn't come with one.
bullshit, it's under the packaging. You pull up the black stuff, the owner's manual.
Come with one.
Wait, that's your address, Nick?
Yeah, notice how I didn't have my address side on there.
He thought about it for a second, though.
Yeah, he did.
Nah.
That is horrible.
You guys want to show off cool shit real quick? So this knife right here, this is one of the knives seen in Jay Hayes videos. He uses them as pointers. It's a expensive hemo-ass fucking little tiny
It's
micro.
like replay on a.
Is that why you bought it?
I bought it so I could
Influencer
cut,
marketing works.
so I could cut things, like actually use it as a knife. Like I cut.
He bought it so he
strips
could point out things when he's pretending to.
I neutered my dog with this knife. Let's just put it that way.
There.
Got
There, I
a
said
deer
it.
with that knife.
I cut a deer with this knife after I killed it with an AK.
Yeah.
and hanging out with
Hashtag
Sherlock.
responsible gun ownership.
People are asking if it's a replay mode. Mark Clough says it is like a replay mode.
Oh, that's stupid.
That is, you know what? I've got a stainless coil in here. Let me check it out. I honestly don't. Do you guys, okay, speaking of innovation and all that, do you guys think, like, what do you think of the replay mode?
Gimmick.
On what?
Have you got a chance to use it?
On the Orion, I think it's fucking useless.
Oh, snap.
Sucks on this thing.
Oh!
I don't see
Fire.
a point to it. What just happened?
Sherlock just disappeared.
No, he cut his camera for a second.
I don't see a point to it. I mean, I don't know.
Dude, you want the replay of a perfect vape? Fucking build to fucking battery. Get an unregulated device and build for the fucking amperage limit, basically, or under the amperage limit of a battery, and then you have build the taste. Then you have fucking replay mode, okay? For however long the battery lasts.
When you're vaping, like say you're vaping on something at 50 watts, how often, unless you hold the button for a lot longer time, the second hit, how often are you noticing a difference between the two?
It's the same thing with the curves, man. You mess with the curves, like the preheat and the
That's
curves.
different. I think that's cool.
Even replay is cool if you think about it. If you have the curve on and everything like that, and you hit the replay button, like I'm assuming it works together.
The curve is set. Once you set the curve is set.
You set
So,
the
like,
curve and then you have replay. So you hit that and you're like, all right, that's good. Let me fucking set the replay. Then you could change your curve if you want, or you could turn replay on. You could have that satisfying vape.
I used to
Kentucky
listen. So I used to be really concerned with showing people all of the different various functions of a device. And more recently, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to show you how I use it, because that's like pretty much the best, most accurate way I can depict said device. So I'm going to show you it in wattage mode, because that's how I use it. Yes, it has temp control, but I never use the fucking thing in temp control. So why bother even showing off a setting that I'm unfamiliar with, because I never use it? It's there. If you want to use it, go for it, but I'm never going to use it. So here's wattage mode.
That's one thing that I contemplate as a reviewer, especially because I take a different approach than most people. I'm very quick I guess. Like I don't cover a ton. Like I don't do unboxings and shit like that. And I also don't cover
Honestly,
like,
I
temperature
rather
control
that.
stuff.
Like,
But-
why show me
but,
what's
like,
written on the
so
box?
as a reviewer though, like with temperature control mode, for instance, people are watching these videos to like learn these things, and I just kind of breeze past them. So I don't know if it's like, am I neglecting my duty as a reviewer to like actually review everything about this product, or am I filling in a segment of the market that's desired by
Pull it back.
glossing shit?
Pull it back to Twisted Messes. Not Twisted. Fuck. Twisted.
Twisted 420.
Twisted 419. Pull it back to him. He has a different style. I think that your style caters to every reviewer shouldn't do the same fucking thing. I think every reviewer should have a draw.
If you want detailed specs and charts and graphs, watch Daniel or Phil. Okay, But I feel like on your topic there, Sherlock, if you're doing a disservice to the people that watch your videos if you show them a feature that you are unfamiliar with, because you can go, oh well,
but
yeah,
I could easily familiarize myself with it. That's not like I would obviously
okay,
learn
Just
what I'm
knocked a
talking
bunch of
about before I
viewers off
talk
the
about
fucking
it.
tree with that one.
But at the end, but at the end of the day, you and I are very in tune with how YouTube works, and we both know that you want to keep your videos pretty short and sweet and concise and to the point. 10-minute videos, somewhere around there. That's where you want to cut it off. If you do 20 minutes on a product, people are going to tune out. Your watch time is going to go way down, and that affects your analytics. So
We say that,
now,
but
that's
look at
gonna
Shane
vary with
Dawson.
everybody.
He's
That's
doing
gonna vary.
45-minute series and
Come out.
crushing
That's
it.
going to vary with everybody. You may be cut off at 10 minutes if you speak in a monotone voice and like you just have a voice or personality that people don't attach to. If you have a voice or personality that people find entertaining and they actually enjoy, hell, I've let Grim Green's videos run as long as them fuckers are. I'll let them run from start to finish. Each one of you guys, out of support for you guys, I'll let your videos run from start to finish when I'm driving on the highway every time.
Joel,
when
have
I'm
you
driving
watched-
on the highway.
Yeah, exactly.
When
you
I'm not
can't
paying
shut it off.
attention to it.
Banging
But
on it.
have you checked your analytics on your channel, Joel? Because
Yes, I have.
you'll
And my
see-
view time, my average view time is like 13 minutes, 14 minutes,
really,
What's your average video?
19 minutes, 20 minutes.
Those are stellar fucking
yeah, that's like
analytics.
gold star status, dude.
Problem is well, actually, not the problem, but I mean, I guess it's great. That's the thing about like, all right, so you people who post like 9 videos a day.
I
You have
quit
people who
anyway,
post
so I don't give a fuck.
One every other month, or one every 3 months.
My average view time is 28 minutes.
That's because you do the stew, though. That's kind of messed up.
Dude, my
That's
average
skewed.
view time is 100%.
100% of zero.
Dude, 100%. Regardless,
60% of the
Or I
time,
was
they
gonna
view it
say,
every time.
Sherlock, about
everybody
the,
watches the videos I don't have.
You're talking about the temperature control and not doing that and showing off everything. Like, I think that if you do it one time, show it off one time extensively on a whether you do it on a DNA or a mod, they pretty much all work the same. You can just say, hey, if you're really interested in this type of functionality, you can go back and check out this video. I go through it real close, and the people that are interested will go back and watch. So that's, just do it one time and just throw the link in the description.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but that means you got to dig out that link every single time. But I don't know. For me, it's just my style is just, here's how I use it. Here's my experience with it. Here's my thoughts on it. I don't mess around with like speculation or anything like that. I mean,
Hey, Dane.
Well, me too, man. I just jump in. I'm like, look, do I like it or not? I'm like, hey, this is cool. This is why I think it's cool, or I don't think it's cool. I have these problems with it. I like it. I don't like
Let's talk
I've even watched
real
this shit.
quick
Yes.
before we wrap this up. Let's talk about
Wait a
money
minute. Why do you
and
get to say when we
vaping,
wrap it up?
because it's almost 11 o'clock,
no. I like this. Go on.
right?
I'm
So we've
fucking
got 12 minutes left of the show. So let's talk about money and vaping.
Go.
Yeah, in reviewers and YouTube especially.
Money in vaping. Okay, I spent way too much money on vaping.
Not that,
Everybody else?
yeah, everybody has. I'm talking about in the reviewer and the influencer scene. Are we cool talking about this, or do you guys not want to talk about this?
I'm perfectly fine talking about it. I have no
Perfectly
reason.
fine.
Talk about specifics, but we can talk about it.
I'm an open book.
Like I'm not
I'll
gonna
tell
talk
you
to you about
specifics.
No, we don't have to get into actual numbers, but I want to get more on the philosophical side, and especially because the more I look into this, and the more I talk to people like viewers, the more I hear that there's a lot of viewers discount the opinions of a lot of reviewers because they have a lot of assumptions about reviewers and how they make money and what they make and things like that. So we have a very limited audience right now, but do you guys want to take the time to, and we have a very eclectic group of reviewers here too. So I'm not sure exactly how you guys do it or what you do it or what your opinions are on monetizing your audience, but I'm
Go ahead,
curious.
ask the question. We'll answer them.
I don't
I'm an
really have a
open book,
particular
Sherlock.
question.
You can ask me anything, and I'm going to tell you the answer to it. I don't care. You can ask me whatever the fuck you want to ask me.
How much money have you made off the profile?
That's a little specific.
No, I'm comfortable in saying that I have made enough that I want to make another one.
And I feel like a dick for saying that because I love you, Joel.
People ask the question all the time. I do have enough to tell you that it has been enough to keep me satisfied and happy as an individual, and I'm still working 9-to-5 job.
Here's a better question. How much did you spend on promoting your RDA? You don't have to give me specifics. I just,
Does time have a?
I can't give you an exact number. I've seen the number. I know what certain people got to do things, whether bump it in the queue, specifically bump it in the queue. And I will tell you that some of the best reviews of the profile were the cheapest to bump the queues. And I'm talking cheap to bump.
Well, how about this? So that being said, all right, you worked with Batofo. Stan, you worked with Times Vape. Do you see a nominal value in the amount of money that the company's ready to spend to promote a product with regard to how much money comes in? Can you speak to that?
Yes, there's a big difference there, and it's been said that, I cheated, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Some people have said that I cheated by pairing with Wotofo. I'm sorry, man. That is smart business. I've said it before and many times over. In the vape game, there's a lot of individuals that are great reviewers, great innovators, great designers, but they're not very business savvy individuals. And I'm Sherlock, forgive me for saying this, but the vape game is much like the dope game. There's a lot that goes hand in hand with both of them. And if you're smart enough to figure out the dope game, you're smart enough to figure out the vape game, and you can make a damn good living for yourself.
It doesn't take much to figure out either. You get it. You make a good product, and you pay to promote it. So marketing is 90% of almost
you look
every
at
industry.
Waterfall's global distribution. That's global. There's global marketing. They have a budget set aside for that. Those guys are phenomenal people over there, and I've built a very strong relationship with them over many years. Has that relationship come into question a few times? Yes, it has. I'm not going to sit there and say it hasn't, but that's what good, solid relationships have. You have your peaks and your valleys, your ups and your downs. If you can squash that shit at the end of the day and know, hey, look, let's move forward to make a better product.
Cheers to that.
Let's do it.
Look, you said you went with Tofo, and that was smart business, and I agree, it was smart business. You went with a bigger name company that will straight up tell you we have this much designated for marketing this product. Everything is laid out. You can start with all the information right up front. I went with a small company, and for one, it just worked out that it was like, I like the people, we had the conversations and stuff, but I take a lot of pride in the fact, and I'm not trying to be big-headed or anything, but I take a lot of pride in the fact that Times Vape, a lot of people know Times Vape now because of the Dreamer.
So she listen to you, right?
I like it. I think that's cool. I think that Times Vape, if we could do another really decent product and it does well. I mean, we did the Reverie, and the Reverie does good, but if we do another one that is as good as the Dreamer,
let's be honest, Stan.
I've given you my ideas
for a single coil vertical. does good, is that really what you want to put as a moniker for that, or would you say it did great for a single vertical coil RDA?
It's hard.
Considering the fact that where's the market? Where's the market for single vertical coil RDAs?
It doesn't exist really.
Exactly. So then, therefore, it did fucking great. It did stellar.
So, all right.
And it's a stellar RDA. So, I mean, like, that's the thing.
So we're getting a little bit off topic here. And actually, I just wanted to answer a question in chat that I had. I can't pronounce his name, but
Dane Bentley.
No. Quahar.
Dude, every
KWAD.
week. Every fucking week. It's Quahar.
They did
Quahar. All right, I'm trying. All right, I'm terrible with
Racist.
names.
You can't pronounce the name. You must be
Quahar
racist.
Vapes. Yes, that's exactly it. Quahar Vapes asked, Nick, how much did you get for your Dead Rabbit RTA video? Nothing. $0.00. I
Nick
do not.
doesn't believe in making money.
I don't. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't watch anyone else's reviews before I review a product. I don't even
Same
look
here.
up the price. I literally don't even look up the price of a device before I review it
Oh, I do.
because
That's exactly why I didn't want to buy the Yellow Jacket. I saw it and I was like, this is fucking Hemo. I need to buy it. And I saw it was $30. And I was like, fuck that shit.
I enter the video that day with an open mind and I look it up real quick right before the video so I have a frame of reference and I go, and when you see, like, when I talk about the price of something, that's like my genuine reaction because I'm like, yeah, this thing is only $35. That's amazing. You know, that's actually my first impression of the price point. So as far as like me making money off of videos, I am not paid. I am not bought. I am not sold. I am not anything by vape industry companies. I am crowdfunded. That's why Patreon is a big thing for me. That's why, you know, hashtag YouTube money from the ads that I put on my videos is a big thing. So
That's why I support you on Patreon, because you make good content and you do it religiously. And
yeah,
you
that's why you
put
dropped
time
your
and energy.
Patreon down. I'm just fucking with you, man.
And for clarification, no, I am not involved in the dope game. That is
Drop
not
it all the way.
No, somebody had asked it. They said, "Oh, so Joel's in the dope game." I'm not in the dope game, but I'm not going to sit there and lie to you and tell you that, you know, it wasn't part of my growing up and part of the environment in which I was raised in.
Hey, plead the
Smart
fifth,
enough
bro.
to
Dude, I'm in the
Just
dope
don't say
game.
anything.
Dude,
I'm in
look,
the dope
I was
game.
smart enough to take
My cards are dope.
and book smarts and combine the two to become what I've become today. And I'm not saying I'm a something like vape wise. No, I work a full-time job in the automation and communications industry, self-taught C+C programming, which to some people is nothing. But I taught myself that and worked my way up from a delivery driver to a contracted individual who maintained one of the largest gas measurement systems in the East Texas region, that multi-million-dollar companies were coming in to take that from me. And I was a one-man band running that show. You know, so I'm very fortunate and thankful for that. But no, I'm not in the dope game. I've seen too many people lose their lives to it. I've seen too many people lose their freedom to it. And I just wasn't going to be a part of it.
So, okay. I just want to, I want to clarify, you know, what I still don't get what everyone had such a problem with the Dead Rabbit RTA was. I really don't know because I love the thing. Do you guys have one?
No.
I don't have
I
one.
put a review up on it and I freaking thought it was great.
I think all of the Dead Rabbit products are fucking awful.
Well, why? That's interesting.
Because
I haven't tried the RTA, but I love the RDA.
I found
Dude, the RTA is better than the RDA.
the RDA. Well, I haven't had the RTA, and I'm saying that because why the fuck not discredit myself? But you know, the RDA, I have it right behind me on the Rage box, which was a fucking, you know, ticking time bomb, which is why it doesn't have batteries in it, and it's on a fucking shelf. You know, the Dead Rabbit RDA was not flavorful. It gave me a really hot fucking
I'm going to put that back to your inability.
I remember
to
when
place
I
your
didn't know
coils
how to vape.
correctly, because the Dead
Correct,
Rabbit RDA is one of my favorite RDAs of all time, and we have a
We
lot
know
of the same
you bought
favorites.
them in every color.
We do have a lot of the same favorites.
And
But
the
I'll tell
dead
you
rabbit
what,
for the dead,
Dead
for you to say
Rabbit
Dead
and the
Rabbit
drop
not
RDA.
flavorful, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to ban Mr. Swaggins from my Patreon and give me my.
Fine. Hey, you know what? Give me back all the money that I spent on that shit. You know what? And then I'll give it. You know what I'll do? I'll give it back to you.
So,
Not on
all right.
Patreon though. I'll
So
fucking
I'm fucking
mail
with
it to
you,
you. I'll mail it to you in fucking.
No, dude, that's fine. That's cool that you don't like the Dead Rabbit
Hey,
RDA.
we'll
I
teach
ain't
you how to
fucking
vape,
with
dude. We'll teach you how to vape. Keep coming
What
on the
started-
show.
Teach me how to vape. What started this vape stew? I don't like either of the RDAs that started this vape stew. I hate the drop, and I hate the fucking Dead Rabbit RDA. There you go.
Very interesting. Very
Damn.
But I have both
He
of them.
basically just said, fuck you, Stan, and fuck you, Joel. That's basically what he just said.
I take no offense.
So here's the
enjoy
thing.
Other people's differing opinions.
Shouldn't take offense. I have less than 1,000 fucking followers on Instagram.
That doesn't mean shit,
That's what the
dude.
Oh, shit, dude. You're
No,
very,
Sherlock.
very
Sherlock. That's what the vape industry would say. They'd say
Still
you're a
respect your
consumer.
opinion,
They would
Swags.
say, who are you? And I'd
You know
say,
why I respect your opinion so much? Because you can't tell the difference between Twisted Messes and Twisted 420.
absolutely.
So going back to the point at hand here, right? So Sherlock, you wanted to talk about money in the vape industry. Let's talk about money in the vape industry. Let's talk about Q bumps versus paid promotion versus
There's no such thing as a Q bump.
I have
That's
never-
complete
That's
horseshit.
rip-
No,
that's rip-
you
ripper
pay to
stuff.
get on. That's what it is. It's not a
Yeah.
Q bump. And then you pay extra to
Well,
bump
it's
the
you
queue
pay to get on
if you
and
really
they
want
say-
to.
under the guise of like the term that they fucking package it in is Q bump.
Right, right. So
But
it's
then
not
just
actually
straight
a
up
Q bump.
advertisement.
No, it's not.
There are people that
I'll
are
tell you
paid-
right now, if something's going on my channel as of today, granted, I kind of haven't posted a video in months, but like moving forward, I'm just too fucking busy. If you want my time, you're going to pay for it. But that comes with conditions. I don't just take money from anyone or anything. I try a product first. And then if it's going to go on the channel and it does not absolutely in no way, and I have ethics contracts that people sign. The money, because Chinese companies, because of how the industry is, they expect, when they give you money, they expect a positive response in exchange for that money. But so that's not what you get from me.
This kind of
at
goes
least.
back to our first topic of $5 Chuck versus Twisted 420.
Exactly right.
Well,
And
I've never taken money for a review. I've been asked what I will
Then you're
take.
ridiculous.
Well, no, I'm not saying I wouldn't.
I'm sorry, that's fucking stupid then. If you're
Dude.
working for free, you're a goddamn moron.
I'm not saying. Will you let me fucking talk?
No, you're just fucking
listen, I
stupid.
work for free
If you're
too.
good at something and you're doing it for free, you're fucking dumb.
I'm not.
And you're terrible at business.
For one, I don't consider myself a reviewer.
But you
I do
are. So
Sometimes.
shut
Okay.
up.
All right, well, that's fine.
You
But
do
we-
you have
reviews
to
on
consider yourself
YouTube
a
of
reviewer.
vape
Before we go
products.
any
You're a
further,
reviewer.
time out.
Yeah,
Okay,
come
that's
on,
fine.
dude.
Wait, now, I'm gonna mute everybody else real quick. Damn it!
You can't.
Stan, I got
You
something
can't.
to say.
All right, go
You
ahead.
are a reviewer, Stan. Your opinion is validated by the success of the product in which you had a key part in. That being the Lucid, the Dream.
Not even that, dude.
No, listen.
You do
I didn't-
reviews
you
of
didn't let
vape
me-
products
you
and
didn't let me
post
talk.
them on the internet. You're a fucking reviewer.
You are
Okay.
a reviewer, okay? You are. And your opinion is
Post
now
one
validated.
review on the internet.
Whenever you review a Mac,
You're a reviewer.
people hold your opinion to great standards, Stan, because of the success of the Dreamer.
I'm a Yelp reviewer, so
You're a
you should give me
reviewer.
special treatment.
Okay, I can appreciate that, Joel,
Aren't you also
and
on
I get it,
Untappd?
and that's fine. That's fine. And if that's how it's looked at, then awesome. I see myself as something else first. I see myself as more of a personality and a designer before the reviews, but I do the reviews. So I have been asked what I will accept for review, and I didn't understand it. I'm like, well, you can send me a couple extra of the product and I'll get to the review when I get to the review. I haven't accepted money for reviews because I cannot commit the time to be like, okay, I've got to do this today and this today. I can't do what Nick does because I have.
What are you
that.
talking about? I'm late on every single video. I
Doesn't
come out
matter.
with reviews
You
2
keep it
months
cute.
late.
You keep a queue, you keep to your queue, and everything gets there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I know this. You know this, so you can't take it away. But I haven't accepted money. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I haven't. What I do is I say, look, I may or may not get to the review. I guarantee you people will see me using the product, and I'll probably talk about whether I like it or not on a live show or Instagram or something. But if you send me 2 or 3 more of the product that I can give to my Patreons as a thank you for them, then I'll,
So you are getting paid.
Huh?
You are getting paid then.
That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah.
That's so
Well,
I'm
but just like Bogan, but Bogan is like 100% crowdfunded, and that's kind of like the way I want to be too. Like, I don't want to be influenced in any way by the industry itself. I'd rather.
So you don't trust yourself.
No.
You don't trust your own integrity then.
No, it's not that at all. But
well,
like,
that's exactly what it is. You're saying you can't take money and give a fair opinion.
No, but I don't. I want to level the playing field.
You don't need to do that if you trust your own integrity.
But if one company wants to queue bump and the other, I don't feel it's right to queue bump in general. It's like whoever gets to me first, basically.
You can do that and take money.
You know what? Honestly, when you tear it apart, right? When you break it down, like what Nick's saying is like he doesn't want the money. When you break it down to like whether or not like as a reviewer you want money or you don't want the money, it's like, all right, well, fair or not fair, like fair in general. We want to make a fair review. You want to accept money, like your model for reviewing. If you want to take, you want to base your model off of I'm going to take money to bump shit in the queue to give it a fair review. All of them are going to get a fair review, but we want the Yellow Jacket RDA to bump up because it came out after these 4 that I had in this queue. I'll take the money because I want the money and I'll give it an honest review, but I want the $500 or whatever.
And you have them sign a contract stating so much.
Exactly. Well, so it's just a question of like, honestly, ethically speaking, it's unethical. It's just business. Once again, we go back full circle to the business aspect. Do you want to make money? Or do you not want to make money? Like
I got into this with the intention of helping people.
But
I never thought it would be what it is today.
Exactly, Nick.
I was approached the other day for the very first time.
Nobody does this.
Change happens, and this is your industry. This is your industry. There's other people that do other things on the side, and then like as a job, like a career.
I want to hear what
Go ahead.
What Sherlock's retort is here. Go ahead.
I call bullshit. I don't think anybody starts going on the internet, especially YouTube, and doesn't have in their mind, no matter how small, but wanting to be, I don't want to say famous, but like wanting to grow and be big and be known. Like you wouldn't do it if that's not what you wanted, because if you put in the work and do it right, that's the inevitable outcome, and you go into it knowing that.
Right.
If you didn't want that, you wouldn't go on the internet and put yourself out there in front of thousands and millions of people. Well, so for anybody who's a YouTuber to say, oh, I don't want to be famous, I'm not a reviewer, I call bullshit. Straight up.
I call bullshit to your bullshit. I'm going to double down on your bullshit real quick, and I mean this respectfully. Whenever I started my YouTube channel, it wasn't about a fame thing, and it's still not about a fame thing. The reason why I started my YouTube channel is because there's a bunch of bullshit that's going on in this fucking vape industry that everybody was too chicken shit.
Did you
to
stop
put on
it?
their big boy pants and open the fucking curtains, hit the light switch, and
Here's
show.
the thing. Guess what? To show those people, you need to reach those people. And how are you going to reach those people without growing?
By
and becoming
loudly, exercising my right to
say
what
to multiple people. To make a difference, you got to talk to more than one person.
If I say it to one person and that one person tells it to 5 people and then 5 people tell it to another 5 people, that has mattered to me. I don't care that if I ever get to 100,000 subs or 200,000 subs or 50,000. That makes zero fucks to me. I'm more appreciative of the supporters.
You're involved at a monetary level, man. I call bullshit on your bullshit, calling me on my bullshit.
Here's the deal.
No, listen now. I'm dead serious.
So am I.
I don't. The money that
dude, you're incentivized, dude. You've got a product in the market. You're 100% incentivized to get in front of as many eyeballs as possible. So
Joel, he's
right. I wanted to leave it. Go back to October 7th, 2017. I made a post on my Instagram, and I still stand by that post today. It says, "Do not remember the name. Remember the change. Remember the change that was brought.
Dude, philosophically, I'm right there with you, man. I started doing build tutorials because I wanted to help people. I started doing reviews because I wanted to get in front of more eyeballs to be able to help more people.
Understand where Sherlock's coming from.
I understand where he's coming from, but to say that somebody doesn't do this to help people, that dude, I'll take offense to that because I am here because of the community. I am part of this community.
Everybody on the panel right now. Let me just speak.
Yeah, and real quick before you do, Swaggins, there's definitely a difference. I got to you. I promise. But there is definitely a difference. Like, some people definitely go into this being like, I want to be fucking famous, and I'm only doing this for fame. And their content speaks for itself. You can tell the people that just want to fucking sell out, don't care about their audience, don't give a shit about the community, the industry, or helping people. But, like, even just like people like all right, so all of us, I know Swaggins, I guess, like, he's not a reviewer, but like, we all started because we wanted to help people and do good. But
Dude,
there's definitely levels
why am I
in
here right
between.
now? Because I'm trying to help people. I don't have a channel, but I made waves to get into the industry because I care about it. But what I'm trying to say, as a link between the 2 points, is that Joel came out as a person just like myself. That instead of like where I had a background where I did the thing and I was exhausted by it, I didn't want to be a face. Joel said, you know what? I have to take on that responsibility to put that shit out there. And he doesn't care. Like, he'll put a video out there if nobody watches it. He puts it out there because it clears his conscience of the fact that I need to get this shit out there and someone will watch it at some point.
Exactly.
I'm going to call bullshit on you too, Swaggins.
I'm trying to be real right now. I'm trying to make a really...
Look,
listen, ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, this is no bullshit. Truth right here. Okay, weigh in.
I'm going to say one thing while I have everybody muted, because it's just me and you right now, Swaggins, and I'm going to call bullshit on you too. Mr. I'm the Lone Ranger, not reviewer. But you're the person who's brought up his numbers twice tonight. Twice.
My numbers on Instagram, yeah.
Right.
My numbers.
And you're on how many shows this week? How many shows have you been on?
3.
Okay, I rest my case. All right, go ahead. I'm unmuting everybody else.
You're gonna unmute everybody else, so I can't. So I can't respond.
Look, hold on. Okay.
Now I have to take this out of Joel.
I'm gonna weigh in by saying I started this to
help people.
To help. Yes. Okay. So what? But on Sherlock's point, it takes it's not a I hate the word fame. It's so stupid. The
influence.
The thing is it takes a special kind of person to continue to stand in front of other people, take the criticisms, take the
hate,
you know,
the negativity, yeah.
Talking about mutual
take the positivity, take the dude. You should see the nice emails, like the things. It takes a certain kind of person to accept those things and keep doing it without overfeeding an ego. Yes, do you have a little bit of an ego? I think everybody does. It's just how it is.
No,
except for Joel. Except for Joel. No, Joel's the only person on the planet with that one.
You don't have to let that affect. You don't have to let that affect the fact that you're still in it to help people or to help people understand certain things or to influence people to vote or to talk.
Here's the deal.
No, so look, I want to say this real quick.
Joel is a voice like I say. I was going to say Twisted Messes again. Twisted with 419 is a unique kind of reviewer. The way that Joel is, he's a consumer's reviewer. He came out with a product that should not discount him and that should not put him on the waist.
Why?
Because he loves and has a passion for the industry.
Yeah.
Like what happens if
I believe that. That's genuine. Yeah, absolutely, he does.
But
that doesn't discount the fact that now he's got a financial incentive to get in front of as many people as possible.
Sherlock, I agree with you that people want to have a voice and people influence, legitimacy. You know what? We were talking about America before, and Joel, I'm going to defer to you in 1 second as soon as I get this one sentence out, is that, we as Americans and social media and like the media world, the interwebs world, we like influence and the ability to show your passion and get people like on board and understand like and have a point is to make yourself somebody and to have some sort of platform to do it on.
The authority for people to buy
outside of your immediate circle of influence. Like how would I have met you, Sherlock? How would I have met any of you?
You wouldn't have, yeah.
I wouldn't have. So to you, Joel.
So first thing I'm going to address, Daily Vape Television commented with a wrench beside his name, says money corrupts. Absolutely. Money corrupts the weak. Money corrupts
Yeah, that's
the
such horse
weak-minded.
shit.
Those that don't have the willpower and the ability to maintain their integrity, a dollar bill will corrupt that individual.
Yeah.
But I want to clarify, dude, $250,000 is what I made in the year of 2016 before I ever put up a fucking YouTube video. Okay, I made that's what I made by going out and putting the foot to the pavement every damn day. The money when I was homeless to when I had $250,000 yearly income, it didn't. Only thing it didn't make me any happier. It didn't change who I was, who I am. It did nothing. I gave most of that money that I made away. I have nothing to show for that money that I made. I gave it back to those who are the less fortunate. You know how many times my sons jumped out with me to go give a homeless dude $100 or buy a truckload full of bicycles for the kids at Christmas before I had a fucking YouTube or an Instagram or anything?
Well, you're
so to
unique,
say money
though.
corrupts the weak-minded. If you're a weak-minded individual, sit back and don't take money for your reviews, don't take money for your time, don't take money for your labor. If you're a strong-minded individual and you know that your integrity cannot be bought or sold, you can take money for whatever you agree to take that money for. I take money on a consulting basis that is not for a review, but to simply consult over a product or consult over an item or look over something and offer my professional opinion as a consumer to say, hey, this is what I like about it. This is what I dislike about it. Maybe we should do this or maybe we should do this, and never ask for, give me a credit on that box that says, hey, consulted by Mr. Just Right One. No, all I asked for is the agreement in which we had, which was to make $1 to feed my family, to support my family. At the end of the day, the lights don't stay on. I can't go pay the bills with hashtag Mr. Just Right. I have to go pay the bills with Franklin, Graham, Lincoln, all them other guys. I have to pay the bills with that, not with the name. So I don't know, man. To say money corrupts the weak-minded. You're right. It will. And
here's the thing.
Money is a deception. Money is the biggest drug in this whole fucking planet. We talk about nicotine and addiction and heroin and this and this. The most addictive drug in this planet is money. It doesn't just affect me. Like when I made $250,000 a year, you couldn't tell me I was any different than I was when I was homeless. But who did it affect? It affected my children. Whenever I stopped making $250,000 a year, their social statuses had to change. To say, well, no, I can't go do this. No, I can't go do that. No, I can't do this. Why? Because we couldn't afford for them to live the same lifestyle in which they were living before. So,
Joel always bringing up drugs.
What's up with that? Making
it's something that everybody can relate to. It's something that is present and relevant in society. But money is the greatest drug that has ever been placed on this planet. It's the greatest people that will ever be. I've seen friends cut each other's throat over $1. I've seen guys lose their lives over $1. And I've seen gentlemen make homeless guys just lose their shit because somebody gave them $100 when it's fucking freezing outside, or brought them a new pair of tennis shoes, or little kids just go to balling because they had a Christmas when they got a whole truckload full of bicycles. When you can walk into a Walmart and say, I want every bike you got in this fucking building, and put them on a truck and take them to this location, that means something. Now, I couldn't have done that with the name. You had to do that with money.
And here's the thing, Joel, right? You say money corrupts the weak and all that. My whole thing has always been, and I've said this in multiple private conversations with, a lot of you guys and many other people, I don't find value in my own work because I am a perfectionist and I just don't think my work is worth any money. I feel like there's a lot of other people out there that are doing a better job than I am, that are worth a lot more money than I am, you're
devaluing yourself. I'm telling you right now, from one professional to another, your work is fire. Your videos are fucking awesome. And so you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're devaluing other people who are at where you're at that are trying to get money. No, but I get where you're coming from.
But anyone that's at my level or whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not even saying, I hate even saying level. Like, I can't stand
I'm talking skill level.
Right. All right. Fine. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like I have 30,000 subscribers, 31,000, whatever. Like to the YouTube community, to the vaping YouTube community, that is nothing. There's people out there with 100, 200, 300 plus thousand subscribers that are worth money.
How hard did
know?
you work to get there, though?
I worked my ass off. I bought camera equipment. I bought lighting equipment. I bought.
You pay your
my whole
bills, right?
studio.
That shit costs money. Your time, which is exceptionally valuable because we only have so much of it, and every time we fucking waste it, it's gone forever.
I'm up until 3 a.m. every night.
Yeah.
Because
Dude, that means something. I'm not up to 3 a.m. every morning with China for fucking free. I'm up to 3 in the morning with China because I'm expecting to get paid.
You've built yourself as an authority, right? People value your opinion. That means something.
But like, all right, so like I've been at this for 4 years.
Are you married, Nick? Let me ask this question. Are you married?
No.
Do you have a significant other?
Yes.
Is your time with that person not valuable?
Very.
He understands his time's valuable.
Nick,
and it's all the more reason right there, Nick, that you have to. I'm not saying you don't have to do anything, but you should never feel guilty for charging for your time. If your time with your significant other is of any value to you, it's okay to charge for the time that you are away from them. The 2 hours we do on Friday night, we've had that issue before where it come up. We're like, damn, maybe I didn't feel like doing it or something. But guess what? We come done it because it's the viewers, the people out there that look forward to that. That's 2 hours away from my significant others. That 2 hours from yours, Stan's, the Swaggins and his pug, and Sherlock and his family.
That's your pride, bro. You can have your pride, but you can also be prideful to a fault.
And it's tough too because we get so much flack, right? You take money and you're a fucking sellout, right? But like, man, if you
can call
the way
me a sellout
I feel
from
it,
over there on that side of that camera, you can call me a sellout, but you're not going to stand in front of me and call me a sellout.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, sellout's it's a synonym for success, for one, and for two. Like, I know where I'm at, and the people closest to me and the people who know me know my intentions.
Swaggins or to Sherlock. I didn't mean that directed at you. I'm saying
I know.
Can call me a sellout.
Yeah, I know.
But they ain't going to tell me that in my face.
I'll never call anybody a sellout, man. Success is fucking.
You guys are
going to
see each other and smell each other's cologne in San Antonio.
Dude, I'm going to give Joel the biggest hug he's ever had in his life. Are you kidding me? He's going to have to peel me off of him.
Inflatable boxing gloves.
I'm going to run and fucking jump and just fucking bear hug him.
Donating it to freaking charity.
I'm not boxing, Joel. Are you kidding me? I like my face.
I don't know.
Don't get a haircut that week because I can fade you up real quick.
Do you have the best fade in the game?
Just totally joking, by the way, guys. On a lighter note, people, man,
nice.
We all disagree. We all have comments. What did you do? Show that again?
Perfectly shaped heads. Hey guys, I think we need to do a this or that or like something. Actually, you know what? You want to keep.
But real quick, I just want to reiterate the fact that we all. That's what makes us such great people. I respect all of these gentlemen, all of their decisions. It's healthy to have conversations like we have.
Yeah.
Not enough people talk about it.
Yeah, we can disagree, we can agree, we still love each other, and we just have like productive conversations, and it's okay to disagree with people. Hear each other out and try to find some common ground.
What makes these conversations fun? I mean, honestly, like it would be boring if we all agree with each other all the time.
Yeah.
What kind of crap show would that be? We're all friends. We're just going to sit here and you guys are cool and right all the time.
And guys, go support the Second Amendment. If you can, go buy a gun.
Hey, actually,
#transplant.
Actually,
I've been a proud gun owner for a long time. I'm proud of you,
Sherlock. I just wish you'd quit flashing that thing on screen.
Why?
Not on your channel.
I ain't scared. Yeah, pussy.
I'm not
pussy. I ain't scared.
Oh, damn it.
Look, I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah. Booze, drugs, guns, politics.
Can you guys say hi to Stanley in the chat?
Hi, Stanley.
I wanted to tell everybody that we had that we were asked a bunch of times to make VAPESTEW a podcast,
a non-pussy show. Oh, right, yeah, podcast. Yeah, sorry, yeah, yep. Ouch.
This is the unofficial VAPESTEW views reflected.
This is a VAPESTEW show.
The podcast started. It's basically just a download and upload to SoundCloud. So if you want to go, there is the VAPESTEW on SoundCloud. You can go follow that and listen to these back if you don't have time to watch the video, or if you're in your car.
That's cool.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I'm going to actually, I'm a couple episodes behind, but I'm going to upload more, and I'm going to ask Sherlock
I didn't record
download.
this.
Huh? You don't have to. You can
download it.
your videos after it's uploaded.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. All right, cool.
Yeah. So you just have to send me the file, and we'll take care of it. So
let's get to a lot of note this or that. Who has a good this or that?
Demo.
Swaggins does.
Oh, wait. Demo's the doctor now.
Oh.
Stupid Demo.
I don't know if you caught it in chat before, but I said Demo's just been playing Surgeon Simulator in VR. Swaggins. Where you at, bro?
Somebody said I was a sellout in my product, and I don't know if they meant that like humorously or like if I didn't like go out and just like really just throw the profile out there.
No, he was joking.
No.
That
They
was a
meant
joke.
the profile literally sold out on Vapor
Oh
DM
yeah, dude. Yeah.
multiple times.
I'm thankful for that, guys. Again, I'm gonna attribute that to luck and timing.
No, dude, if that was a ship product, it wouldn't have sold out.
It was just good timing. It was just a proper time in the market.
No, it was a great product.
Thank you.
It wouldn't have been so successful if it sucked. Like,
I think it's one of the best Squonking RDAs of 2018.
It's one of the best. It's my favorite RDA of 2018.
I love the RDA, not as a squonker. That's me.
Then you're doing it wrong.
I'm not doing it wrong.
Yes, you are.
Dan, that's cool as shit that you don't like it as a squonker, because there's people that are overseas that don't like it as a squonker either.
I love it as a dripper, but and I know that.
But the fact that you tell me you like it as a dripper, that tells me that just reassures me it's okay, because that doesn't mean I'm missing that side of the market.
No, man, I think it's a better dripper than a squonker, and that's me. I think my own RDA is a better dripper than a squonker. So like, it's fine to have. We can have differing opinions, Nick.
Yeah, Nick. God.
Yeah, Nick. Welcome to my world, Nick.
Nick.
Ooh. Somebody said, would you rather release a profile or the dreamer? Ooh. Mr.
Profile.
Lopez, you coming with some heat.
Based on numbers. Based on what?
Well, shoot, that's okay.
That's apples to oranges.
That's apples to oranges, because if they were both released by companies that were just as big as each other.
I won't say it's apples to oranges, because there's so many good addies. I mean,
That's apples.
A mesh addy is hard. It's harder there, but I'm saying addy in general. So in atomizer, there's a lot of atomizers that are really good. There's not a lot of fucking mods for the price. Actually, you know what? It is apples to oranges, because no, it isn't, because the fucking Dreamer is a badass fucking mech tube for sub $100.
Yeah, but that's such a marginal market.
Dude, that's apples to eggplants.
Yeah. That's cucumbers to eggplants.
I think there was only one atomizer or one mod on the market at the time that ran 21700s and 21700s and 18650s. I think. I don't remember if the NATO came out before it or not. But I think that was it. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong,
and that's the end of our show. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night. Everybody throw up pieces. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Stan, you start.
Me?
Send us off.
All right. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. It's been a VAPESTEW show. I appreciate you guys not minding me show up late. And Sherlock, thank you so much for taking on this and letting this happen on your channel because of my situation. Guys, check out the SoundCloud VAPESTEW. Check out the Facebook group where we run our fun giveaways and things like that there. We don't do them on my channel. Sherlock wants to, that's his thing. But we don't do them on my channel, but I do run them there. Check out lucidarda.com. Thank you very much. You guys stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And remember to vape on, friends.
Go ahead, Nikki.
All right. Hold on.
Vape Radio, Saturday, 11 a.m. 3 p.m.
Are we off yet?
I'll be there.
Because I want to say a bunch of things that nobody should hear. Right.
Not yet.
Like,
we'll let you
16 times 2 isn't 47.
All right.
The earth is flat.
The earth
I've got a dad joke.
square.
Oh,
After all.
You guys ready for this one?
you got a dad joke.
Yes.
All right. I just got a new dry erase.
No, did you?
Would you just shut up?
No, I can't.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. I just got a new dry erase board. It's remarkable.
Ah, that's a good one.
Dude, that's a good one.
There we go. All right. Thanks, Google, for that. Thank
You
you.
know that Abraham Lincoln was Jewish. He was shot in the temple. All right, let's fucking.
Oh, what? Oh, Jesus.
That's my kind of joke.
I need to
Yeah.
refill my squonk. Oh, look at that. Chubby
All right.
gorilla.
Dan, you're late
Can
to
you
the party.
shut
I
off
already
his
showed you.
Yeah, and you
You
don't
ended-
get
I
paid.
didn't
Yeah,
take
you don't
my
get
time.
paid.
Shoot us out, Swaggins. Go ahead.
Hashtag
All right.
ad.
I'm here so you don't have to be. Vapor Swaggins on the road to 10K. Vapor Swaggins on Instagram. Let me throw my numbers out there again for Sherlock.
Swaggins 2020.
Yep.
MAGA.
MAGA. Swagga 2020.
Oh my God.
Who you throwing it to, Swaggins?
Oh wait, what? We're fucking. I thought we were just like ending the show on that shit. I'm throwing it to Sherlock
You want me
Holmes.
and Sherlock to say bye then? Fuck
No,
you.
Joel, go ahead. Go ahead, Joel.
Fuck.
Check it in, check it out, same damn time.
No, real quick, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in over here. The last minute shuffle. Sherlock, thank you for letting us be here, man. We greatly appreciate that on your
course.
channel, man. That was a collective effort. It was kind of a last minute deal. I threw it up, said whichever one speaks first gets to have it, and it played out like it did. Much respect to all you gentlemen for making this happen. Thank you guys to come over here and watch this. We greatly appreciate you. What else I got to say? I'm not a hostile individual. Please don't get it that way. You know, I'm just. I'm not an individual that's going to back down. You know what I mean? I'm not a scared or timid individual either. So we'll just leave it on that note. Lastly, I'm going to say, like I always do, guys, because I want you to really understand this, and I truly mean this with every bit of my being. If at any given point in time you've ever felt like you are not a somebody, I want you to know that you are a somebody in somebody's eyes, and that somebody is me. I absolutely love each and every single one of you. Stay focused, stay blessed. Mr. Just Right One is checking in and checking out at the same damn time.
And I
Stay
love this
blessed.
show. I love this show.
How about this? Also, as an add-on, as a cliffhanger to what Joel just said, you have a problem with him, you have a problem with me.
Ooh. Ooh.
All 4'9" of them.
We got to wear the same cologne, Swaggins.
The problem is I may be 4'9", but I got a fucking dagger that's about 6.5 feet tall. So
Swaggins.
Does it blow glue?
You need another whiskey drink.
Does it glow blue?
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Oh, all right. I'm done.
All right. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Just last thing I want to leave with you. Next Tuesday, so this coming Tuesday, November 6th, go out and vote. And let's just be a little bit nicer to each other. Let's listen to each other and actually have discussions with each other and try to find some common ground. I think we'll all be a little better off for it. And we could still be friends in the end, even though we disagree. Just look at us, motley crew here. We all love
Whatever,
each other,
bro. I'm
and
gonna
we
talk all kinds of
disagree.
mad shit about you when the show's over.
Yeah, let me just mute that guy. All right. Don't forget to watch the VAPESTEW every Friday night, 9 o'clock on Tenacious TX Vape's channel. And give him some love, some subscribes, and some thumbs up if you haven't checked him out already. Go watch his paid content. It's all bot opinion. You know,
5K
it's
subscribers tonight. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I forgot to.
It's content. It's content. Oh, sorry, he accidentally got muted again. Oh, let me unmute that. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Links to everybody will be in the description if you're watching the replay. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for rewatching or tuning in after the fact. Anything
Dan, you
else?
got 5K? I got
I
4.
love you, Sherlock Holmes.
I love you, Swaggins. Anybody want to say anything before we go?
Thank you guys for 4,000 subscribers. I just realized I passed the 4K mark.
Yeah.
And 5K.
Yeah. All
When
right.
your anniversary, VAPESTEW coming up.
All right.
What?
One last thing we're going to do is the thumbnail. So, oh, wait, I screwed it up already.
Wait, I gave you the thumbnail.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Got it. All right, I guess I could save it later. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.